Alright. And once again, we are back with another session of Survivors of Tarnstead. We are going to start with our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Blackheart as.
Kurik Marsk.
We have Kronos as.
RG Thal.
We have Hatdan as.
Tilde.
We have Marcus as.
Corvus Adalas.
We have Sammy as.
Gifton Greysteel.
We have Tobias as.
Caspia Pierce Steel Shard.
We have me, Addy, as your friendly DM. Who would like to give the recap?
It's October. I want to do it.
Oh, go for it.
Hi. Okay, so last time on Survivors of Tarnstead, some exciting things happened. Corvus had been left in a cliffhanger situation where he had teleported into the headquarters of the gentleman. Looking around his situation at the beginning of the session, he found that there were books and he was trying to find various clues. He found something that was kind of like an assortment of of listings of the various books. Like it might be bibliography, I don't know. It was a thing. It was important, and he thought he could look through it. He very smartly saved his place and put it back after he didn't find any Adderlast listings that he was looking for. He started hearing conversations. It sounded like the gentleman that had originally recruited him when he was locked in prison in a off episode that did not air. When he was locked in prison, he was recruited by the gentleman by some figure, and that person was clearly coming down some stairs, stone stairs it sounded like, with none other than Captain Dal Edmonds, and they were saying something about they're getting preparations ready to do whatever they were going to do. Corvus, fearing them coming into this big hall that he was in, it was like a big meeting hall with bookshelves or something like that, ripped into the empty and shot through. When he got through, he had trouble finding the location to leave. He found kind of where it was, but there was like a nest of fibrous lines that were all together, and it was really hard for him to differentiate where he wanted to go. When he sat there for a moment, calmed himself by singing a lullaby his mother once used to sing to him, he saw the line that he wanted to cut. Unfortunately, at that moment, out of the empties, poolish, ghoulish, blackish liquid came the Azoth. It leapt forward to attack. Corvus tried to dash underneath of it, trying to slash that spot to get away, but the creature wasn't attacking Corvus. It bit down on his blade and snapped the end off, making it jagged. Corvus ripped a jagged hole in the empty and stepped through, finding himself propelled slider style, and it launched into the grass outside Dulvewood. We cut back to the party. Corvus is missing. The rest of the party is sitting there at the king's mercy, trying to figure out where the heck Corvus is and starting to get worried. Nobody knew where exactly he went. And the last anyone had seen of him, he was with the Shire Reeve. Gifton tried to make contact with the Shire Reeve, found out that Corvus disappeared into a portal by himself. Gifton and Tilde both wanted to talk to the group about the fact that they had encounters with angels in the slightly earlier in the night, and really wanted Corvus to be there to give them the all clear. Well, mostly Gifton wanted it really badly. Tilde seemed pretty acquiesced to talk about owls after Gifton had asserted owls, because she couldn't remember what the code statements were supposed to be. So they tried scrying, multiple sendings, and various behaviors like that, trying to find Corvus. They tried contacting Lady Gentle via sending spell. That did not work. They could not use the sending stone because Corvus had previously taken it from Gifton. Gifton finally, in her manic panic of talking things out with Carrick, who was really smart and talking about, well, he's in the empty, and we were talking about whether or not the dreamer would hurt him when he was in the empty, but he's been in there for an awful long time, and we didn't know how to get in there. And all of a sudden, it was like, wait, give me the glass dragon. So Gifton tried casting detect magic level 7 on the last dragon, made a stupid roll that got completely bumped up by a whole bunch of other abilities passed, we think. She tried to contact what she thought was the dreamer. No confirmation, really. Didn't really get anything out of that attempt of a conversation, but nearly blew up the glass dragon, maybe. They pulled back out. The party finally realized they couldn't probably do anything that night, and they just have to rest on it and hope that he was going to show up by morning. And if not, they would make moves then, where they were planning to go to Winden and make contact with various other entities that they knew. Gifton asked everybody if they could please pray for Raz that night because she was really worried about Raz. And then everyone kind of split off. Carrick had a dream. And that's how I want to just sum that up. Carrick had a dream. It was a dreamer-based dream with a big eyeball and lots of lights going out and godlike creatures fleeing. And it was an amazing dream sequence that happened. Meanwhile, back in reality, Corvus, finding himself in Dulvwood and having concerns about, am I in the right time? Because he thinks he was in the past previously, or maybe he was in the future. It was hard to say. He goes wandering into Dulvwood, finds the burned buildings that are kind of repaired. Okay, hey, there's the Vardo. Wanders inside the King's Mercy. Nobody's there. Nobody on the streets. All of a sudden, big bright light. It starts getting brighter and brighter and brighter. A big, massive dragon lands down, smashes the keep, starts laying waste to the entire city. He hears the river get like steamed, and he rushes down into the basement trying to get away from the blast as it's coming. While he's down there, he finds a note. He grabs the note. He makes another slice. He goes into the empty. While he's in the empty, he runs into the dreamer again, which is I'm speeding up because it's a lot of stuff. He stalks to the dreamer. The dreamer takes him for a walk, offers to help him get where he is, explains that his blade is damaged and it's making these big tears now, but he just needs to be a little bit more careful with how he does it. And that also that, if Corvus wants to keep making tears, the dreamer can learn things and he doesn't need his mask anymore. And the two of them have a nice, relatable conversation. I think this is literally the most time Corvus has gotten to spend with the dreamer, and they seem to be really great friends. The dreamer approximated what he thought the time was Corvus wanted, based on the fact that he's like, oh, but you already existed at that time because you were coming through. And then I don't think it occurred to Corvus, could you drop me off at the point that I don't exist there anymore? Would have probably been good. But Corvus ends up slamming to the ground again outside town. It is morning again. He starts walking into town and sees people. He has a lovely Christmas morning Mr. Scrooge moment of, what day is this, child? Get me the finest turkey. Runs into the King's Mercy. At that time, Carrick was coming downstairs to get food and stuff for everybody else. While they were getting situated, Cassiopeia's mother, Michael, arrived upstairs in her room and started having a conversation with her. Across town, Gifton had a very difficult conversation with her parents where she told them vaguely the truth. It was vaguely the truth as much as she wanted to go into it when she didn't know what was in the room. So she told her parents as much as she could with the fact that they need to go and that. Corvus, at the King's Mercy, while Cassie's upstairs, had glanced at the note and saw it had the date and the time for the arrival and attack of the first dragon. Cassiopeia's mom had a really nice conversation with Cassie. It was a bit awkward for the two of them, but Cassie did let Michael know that Cassie's parents are dead, and Michael seemed to take it very hard because she apparently loved Cassie's dad. There was a lot of conversation there. The name Scrim may have slipped out. Michael kind of wants to kill Scrim. Cassie talks Michael into going up to take care of her brother. Then Michael tries to leave in a hurry. At that point, she runs into Carrick on the stairs, Telday, I think Corvus briefly, and Gifton and Care, who all seemed to recognize her and freaked her the fuck out. She was looking at the sky really scared. She takes off running. Party goes upstairs and goes, oh my God, has a talk. Gets caught back up as they're sitting there arguing about things. Lo and behold, there's a knock at the door, and a very weak and bedraggled Raziel arrives. The party starts to catch Raziel up with their conversation, starts asking him questions, when suddenly he looks very upset and he says, oh no, I think I'm hungry. And the party starts to give him some food and kind of talks about he's going to have some new feelings now that we know that he's lost his wings and he has officially fallen. And we were continuing that conversation when we left off. And I believe, and I will say this as a good friend, Tobias, you had said at the end of the last session that you wanted to bring up as your next thing that Cassie wants to tell the group that maybe don't talk about her and Michael being related. That was a conversation you wanted to get into. And
Yes.
that is my assistance to you as your friend who wrote this shit down.
Now you owe her $5.
Do I get an inspiration, please?
You get an inspiration. Very, very
This is
good.
mine.
That was
That
very.
was a lot to cover.
That was very extra. Okay. All right. So yes, we resume. Cass eagerly having something on the tip of her tongue.
Raz, I
Mhm.
have a question for you. And
Yes.
this was brought up by Michael. Why was I told not to let any other of your kind know what I am?
Taboo. Rather militant reaction taboo.
Okay. How militant are we talking?
Oh no, are you gonna get banished from your village?
Some Nephilim in the past have been hunted down.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't exist as far as most angelic beings are concerned. To go into that kind of coupling with a mortal, it suggests a refocusing of our attention, if you understand what I mean.
I mean, it's just love. I mean,
Yes, exactly.
But that also brings up another question. Because at the time Michael was fallen,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't that have made me a tiefling instead?
Well, she wasn't that far gone, at least in a metaphysical sense. Her core was still defined in its being angelic. Fallen just means a removal of our wings, stripping of our, connection up there. The change to the only thing, it comes faster for some than it does for others. Honestly, it's a mark of her strength that she lasted so long as what she is. But it's to be expected of an archangel.
Now, can I be detected for what I am?
Oh yes, if they look for you.
Great.
Although I
Does-
wouldn't worry about it. You are a thing of interest.
so
as-
you're like an exception right now.
As far as the gods are concerned, you're not to be touched right now. So don't worry about any angry angels coming after you.
Carrick, Carrick, you need to take that off.
Take what off?
You have your scarf on, and that is a very bad idea right now with
Yeah.
what we are doing. You do not need Grandma
Take the-
showing up right now.
Taking the scarf off.
Oh,
And he's had it on all day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Carrick, in your head, we'll be talking later.
I'm in trouble again.
Propose now.
Did you say that out loud?
die.
Yes.
Oh no, you foolish, adorable boy. Oh no. Oh,
I
I
mean, are
can't.
you surprised that she was listening this whole time?
Did you
Oh.
say, I mean, oh.
The dragon, right.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's another one.
And I'll be honest, she might have answered some of the questions we've got.
I
but
mean-
he can't.
We're all damned anyway at this point.
Raz,
Yes?
you mentioned that it's surprised that she lasts that long. How long is it usually?
Again, it changes based on emotional state, power, just how roughly we were treated in the fall. Their connection to the gods, their faith that remained. Some
Wait a minute.
Some of my brethren, I saw them go within years. Some lasted decades, some thousands of years.
Well, you're going to be fine. You're going to go forever.
Of course.
Well, of course you are. I won't let you.
I don't think Michael would have gone very quickly because she's still holding a very big candle for Orlon.
She's always wanted to go home.
Well, you got to keep your focus then. Just got to stay focused
Exactly.
on what you're doing. All right?
Keep the faith
But-
as I am. I still believe in my father's cause, just as she believed in her father. So I'm sure I will be fine.
Oh
I have a
no!
second- I'm just gonna open and go. I've got a second weird question pertaining to that.
Hmm?
What will they do to Michael if they find out she's not fallen anymore?
I wouldn't hesitate to guess.
It really depends on what Orlan wants to do, I guess, at that point. I just had a really weird thought though. Okay, so this is your dad's big plan, right? I mean,
Well, it was.
kind of. Well, it's kind of a thing, right? So, did your dad tell you that everybody's in the empty?
What, my
That
brothers and sisters?
Yeah, because when we're in there, it's not.
There's nothing.
There's nothing in there.
Well, it's right. It's characterized as the empty. It's very hard to find things that aren't.
Also, like, this is kind of a weird question. You said that they don't want you loving like other things, right? Like they don't want you loving mortals, right? But why is it if they're gonna eat everybody's soul to keep their power going? Why do they put people in hell?
So, these souls up there, they are used long term, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Over, even into the start of the next world. They still there to sustain mortals while the gods, while new mortals are made and grow.
Mm-hmm.
The ones in hell, they are the kickstart, the energy source for the reformat.
Okay, so like if we went there, we wouldn't like run into anybody that would have been from way back.
Shouldn't be, no.
Have you ever been there?
Yes, quite a lot.
So hell's not new.
Remember,
Okay.
yeah, I'm a demon.
What? No, you're not.
No, it's at least what
You're
I was.
Raziel.
It was the act, so I spent a long time down there.
Okay, so you've spent time down there, and you've but do you have any contacts down there?
Quite a few, actually.
Okay, and are they former angels that fell, or were there demons before?
Oh, yes. Demons were a creation in themselves, at least. He sort of looks up.
Okay.
He looks up briefly and goes, at least that's what I was told. You know, hell has been around longer than I remember. It's more cycles than just mine.
Okay, well, I'm just wondering, like, how much of this is we need to not assume that what we think is true, and that we should be just trying to meet it out for ourselves. You know,
I would not lie to you about any of this.
I'm not saying you would lie to me. I mean, you'd lie to me. You would lie to me because I asked you to lie to me. But that I'm saying that about the important thing, you're not going to lie to me. I know that. So I'm just saying that you, I think, honestly believe that. But I'm saying if the gods were lying to everybody, right? They're probably lying to all their children. And if your dad has to make sure that if anything goes wrong, you don't give the wrong information. Like if like the only ones that know are the gods, then any angel knowing would be a tip that he helped you get that information, right?
Think that he might be giving me misinformation?
I'm just saying he might not be
Not
correcting
just
you.
him.
I'm not saying he's correcting you. That's what I'm thinking. He might be letting you come to your own conclusions
Not only that, but
because he might expect that you'll figure it out.
it could be a thing of not just him. Like they all agree on a narrative and then keep that going.
I
mean, I don't know your dad. I don't know your dad at all. I'm just trying to guess what everything's going on.
don't believe he would lie to me about these matters.
Okay, so he told you about the empty after or before the original fall?
After.
After? Okay. So, yeah. Then that's probably what it is. Okay.
Or
I was just wondering if it was something like because it sounded like the others might know, the other angels might know about it, so we weren't sure.
It's not the biggest secret. It's not talked about or exactly informed, but, well, things get about.
Okay. Well, we'll figure this out. It's gonna be okay. How about I take you up to Wyndon. Well, we don't have to wait. We can.
No.
You don't look happy.
Look, I don't mind waiting. You have a prearranged meeting you've got to do, which you should always hold to. So, I will eat as is now required, and I might take a nap, as I feel very, very tired.
Gibson's gonna give a worried frown.
Don't worry about me, though. It was just a draining process.
Oh, humor me. I'm slapping him with it. Sorry, it's gonna happen.
He sort of looks down at you as you touch him. Just looks over the rest of his body, raises an eyebrow.
Well, I was working on some spells, and I just
Oh,
one of the ones I had ready.
felt very buzzy. Not unpleasant.
Yeah,
And on the bright side, you get
I was trying to work up to trying to regenerate Cassie's arm, and I thought maybe that would help, but I don't think that's working.
Have you tried it yet?
You're my test subject.
I don't think I'm missing anything that you could bring back.
Yeah.
if we're doing that, we need to pull that thing out first.
On the other hand,
They're
though,
just gonna
I kind of concentrated a bit last night when somebody disappeared and we thought he was in the empty and might need to be rescued. And I have another spell I could try, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed to use it.
There is a sudden crack and a displacement of air in the room.
Uh-huh.
As right in the middle appears a familiar small form of Heya.
Heya! Oh, are you okay, sweetie? Are you
Who
alright?
looks absolutely furious.
Oh, sweetie, are you okay?
They took his wings.
I know. I can't give them back.
Oh my god.
And you actually see her looking around the room, although it feels like she's gazing past everything.
Kind of small hand wave.
Leave
Are you okay?
now. If you come near this group without their permission, I will rend your wings asunder. I will pull them off of you like his were pulled away, and I will send you back to your gods in little tiny pieces.
I mean, most of the ones who are watching, I'm pretty sure are the ones we've already talked to.
You want to talk to them more? You can invite them over.
Are you okay? Come here. I'm going to move out of the way. Come here, you sit over with Raz. Come on. Have you two even gotten to see each other yet? Come on.
She looks down at you briefly, trying to calm herself, it seems like. But she slowly moves over to Raziel, and then actually just throws her arms around him in a tight hug. And you can just hear her going, "I'm sorry, I couldn't stop them. It's not your duty to stop them. It had to happen that way. But thank you for coming to my rescue."
Thank you, Heya.
That lot of good it did. And she actually just sits herself on the bed beside Raz, just looking like a sullen child now.
I'm going to go over and pat her leg. Hey, at least you can do more than we did. All we could do down here is worry.
And thank you for praying to me.
No, I figured everything kind of happened quick, and I got worried that you weren't in the loop.
Yeah, because somebody didn't tell me where they were going. I thought
Somebody
it might be best
a
that
hero
you would.
complex.
I think you'll find I am anything but one with a hero complex.
Oh,
And if there is one, that is very new, I promise you.
Or just looks like I'm pretty sure it's called a martyr complex, and his
yeah, it's like you try to make yourself suffer for something and you shouldn't.
I think the suffering is just a happenstance, he says with a sort of wry, humorous smile.
Hey, I would not at all begrudge you if you take him back to Zahar and lock him in like a box and keep him safe.
I'm thinking about it. I have things to do here still, as much as that sounds enticing.
Okay, so you get 9 months, and then Heya's gonna lock you in a box.
It'll be in a nice box, she says. Well,
honestly, I think it'll be more than 9 months to get anything started, anyways.
I'll pray to you.
Marv. You know, that would be nice.
What, the prank or the box?
Oh, well, probably I could do with some quiet for once.
Cass is fidgeting. The room is getting very crowded.
It is a very crowded room at this point.
Yeah, so you're mortal now. That buzzing unit doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Oh! The blessing worked.
Yes. I'm gonna motion that she could pat the belly if she wants. I trust Heya. So
She
Double blessing.
she momentarily pushes herself off of the bed with her hands, but that only seems to be to get momentum to rise up as you all see her form suddenly shrink.
Oh my god, that's so great!
As near Gifton's scale, Heya now moves across the bed to put her hands on Gifton's belly.
I'm gonna let her do that, and then I'm gonna scoop her up and spin her around. Oh, look at you! I'm just. Oh, you're mine now. I'm keeping you.
What is happening?
This is mine. I'm gonna hug her and hold her tight. Care,
You want her the same
13.
size?
No.
The same size the person doesn't have anything else her size.
She has the other little one.
I believe she's
You mean the one who has already
intending
hers?
to use you as a training form.
But I have duties.
I've got her on my hip now. I'm just
You've got that already?
Are you okay? Were they nice to you up there? Were you okay?
They were cold.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry.
I didn't expect any differently.
Well, sounds like all they know how to do is take. They don't know how to give. I'm gonna brush her hair aside a little bit and give her a kiss on the forehead and go, all right, well,
She's leaning away from you now, giving you a very perplexed look.
Oh, sorry. I think it's just the pregnancy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, go back to rest. I'm gonna shyly back away to the far side of the bed now.
She stares at you for a few moments.
You just
If I don't
embarrassed
blame the
yourself in
presidency,
front of a
you've always had a
god.
mother.
I'm just gonna go over and motion for care. I want out of this now.
Care's shaking his head.
Yep.
She's been kind of like that lately.
All right. Remember the wing
Lately?
dome of solitude?
Mhm.
That's coming back into play.
Mhm.
I'm gonna flutter the wings out, and I'm just gonna. I'm gone.
Everyone else, you see Heya returning to her original size. Setting her feet back down onto the floorboards. And I shouldn't stay long. I kind of left things in a hurry. Oh no. Yeah, I should go home, but Raz, I can try and fix that. No, please, I trust that you could, but I should take what they have given me, at least for now. Okay.
I think for now, to make sure they got some try anything dumb, we might want to keep playing on their side of the field for the moment.
Miss Heya, Lady Heya,
Yes?
before you go, I'm going to apologize right now. I may have accidentally sicked a Archangel on Scrim.
What? Why?
Mother,
What?
She
My-
probably
my
doesn't
mother.
know.
Scrim
Michael.
caused the death of Cassie's mom and dad, and the Archangel's the other
One
mom.
of Cassie's moms.
Yeah.
tell her not to hurt him?
I did, but well, she's kind of
Angry.
one part angel,
An angry battle
1,000
axe.
parts anger, rage, fury, lightning, storm.
Kind of like Cass.
If Scrim fights you all, there is
Yeah,
a chance that he can survive that.
I hopefully got her to agree not to go after him until we call on her if things go wrong.
Not calling on her.
Why do you not simply remove him at this point from his current environment?
Because it feels wrong. But I suppose if he's going to essentially be killed by an angry archangel,
I mean,
Send me
picking
to
him up and talking to him, and
I'll beat him down and send him to you.
I'm here anyway. I'll,
just as
I
if they
mean,
wanted to pick
why
him up and
not-
talk to him.
Why don't you your mom's gotta lay low anyway, right? Because she's like,
I hope she will, but
but I mean, you
I did
could
give her
you
all
could
the information, but she'll
you-
probably press
Why
Cirrus
don't-
to get the rest.
why don't you pray to your mom and be like, hey, I just want to warn you, hey, you know, this guy's under the protection of a god.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, but she might about, you know.
please try and
If-
make her listen. I would like you all to deal with Scrim, not just for his sake, but if the tribes see another set of mortals taking him out, then they know his weakness, then they know that his cause isn't just. If they see a divine thing coming down to do it, what does that show?
Just makes him
murdered
a
him.
martyr.
Mm-hmm.
It could theoretically show that he was incorrect in that you support him.
The Hea doesn't have any angels. I mean, we're gonna look at Raz. Maybe one.
I need to fix that.
I'm gonna stare at Raz.
What? No, I'm. Well, she can count on me, as for sure. But
You should make Clop an angel.
Clop's better than an angel.
How is
No.
Pop doing?
Clap is kind of the
Clop
best.
is very happy.
know.
Clop Clop has been helping a lot. I'm
That's good.
trying to get some of the settlements in better order. The civilization over there is so much less than it was.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Hea.
You should have seen the cities we had. They were beautiful.
I wish I could have seen them.
And I don't know where my sphinxes are, and I can't.
What's a sphinx?
Something I made. I just wanted to. I was showing off, and it made Mum and Dad angry.
Is
But-
that what got you set to?
Have I heard of sphinxes?
Yes, you have.
Yes, it's
Is that what?
have I heard
Is
any
that-
stories recent of sphinxes?
No,
Is that what happened before they attacked you?
it's one of a lot of things.
I'm
I think
sorry,
it might have
sweetie.
been one of the big ones, though. But I am starting to
other than-
see that angels are very useful. So yes, I'm gonna make some better ones.
Like, as a question, I don't mean in any way to disrespect, but other than the fact they're made by you, are Sphinxes special? Like, what do they do?
Well, they do the time stuff like I did with you, but they do it on a more narrow band. But it doesn't drain them like it does me.
Oh, that's kind of neat. Corvus kind of traveled in time recently. He went like a year into the future and saw the first dragon land and destroy the city.
I guess that's one of the possibilities. She says, sort of actually just looking up.
You should have angels maybe so you can defend your continent.
Well, what about yours?
I mean, we'll do our best.
I mean, that's why they got
It-
us.
Doesn't have
Well,
to land here.
Yeah, but how do we make it land anywhere else?
It has to land somewhere.
But you have people here.
We can move the people. in the future he saw, everyone was moved out.
I guess the not having the land here would be based on if we can figure out why
We
it
could land
lands
somewhere
here.
else. Yeah, you need to figure that out. And then 10, 11 months if you make sure to get kick the or jerk in the head toward Jazz. Him in a nice, safe, dragon-free box. I'd appreciate that.
Hey, I would like to visit
he's
him once in a
Gonna
while.
have stuff to do. Like,
I know. I'm just saying, like 10, 11 months. Right before.
Well, I won't always be able to respond, but if you need me, just pray to me.
Yeah. Do you want help trying to find? I mean, we're gonna be mostly just hanging out in our little town the next year, but
you come see us.
we
When you
can
can.
try and do what we can to help you look for your sphinxes.
Hey, to the GM.
Yes.
With that role, did I hear any stories of any Inbarast ever?
Embarrassed? No.
Okay.
In fact, just about every Sphinx story you've ever heard comes from Sahar.
Okay.
Which, with that role, that legends say there were 4 of them. Although there is plenty of stories that mention more or inconsistent locations, different names, that sort of thing. But a few of the important ones repeat the whole 4 thing.
I haven't heard anything of them here in Barast, all on your continent, but
I mean, that's where I put them.
the stories I know seem to mostly be 4. Is that right?
Yeah, I made
holding
4.
A sphinx. Stay.
Do they have names?
I didn't give them names, they were to choose them themselves.
Oh, you didn't get to know their names before you left?
Not before I left, no.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk about it. But do angels pick their names?
We sort of know our names.
Is it kind of like do you like come with your blades already or your weapons with the stuff on it?
He shakes his head. No, we...
Because I wrote stuff on mine. And I don't know.
You wrote stuff on yours?
Yeah.
Could I see?
Sure. We'll offer out the dinky ass bow.
He narrows his eyes a little bit because maybe you can read it to me.
I think this thing actually gets bigger if he handles it because it does resize with gifting usually.
It's got the attunement will be part of that.
Okay, I'll read it out in Enochian.
I helped her translate it.
Oh, cute. I think it's fitting
Why is everything I do is cute?
because you are adorable.
Because you're 6 inches tall.
I'll accept that. 2 inches
I
above
think
my
what you
height,
do
but
is sexy, says Care.
That's why you're my husband.
I was like, that's because you're 5 inches tall.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
shush.
6
Are you
feet
just gonna
tall
shitty
right now,
man?
right?
That is a very tall comment.
She
coming
would
from someone
not go
so
for someone
short
shorter
as
than
you.
her.
Yeah.
you just had high standards.
Ha ha ha.
I just wanted to make sure Raz was okay.
Okay, well, we'll try and stay in contact with you, but if you need anything, we'll try and I'll pray to you.
Oh, and how long?
Come see the kids.
How long? Yes, how long?
I think what did the middle wife say, honey?
Midwife.
She wasn't sure because we don't.
Yeah, do you know about middle wives?
What? I mean,
Midwife.
yeah. Many Saharan families were very large.
We're
There are
expecting sometime
middle
in
wives,
Bethel.
middle husbands. Well, odd term, but
My yearly
different
church,
years.
the priestess said that we would need a middle wife for the birth.
Mid.
Seems really weird.
Mid.
I mean, you
Just
can have someone
mid.
that isn't married to you assist.
Great.
Oh, it
Um,
just seems really official. But anyway, we're expecting second or third week of Decil.
Dessel. What is Dessel?
Month. It's a couple months. Right now we're on Morgul. Yeah, we're Morgul. So 3 months from now.
you get out of this month as fast as we can.
Right. Okay. 3 months. Okay.
About 3 months. Gift brownies have about 4 months turnaround time. This is yeah.
Oh. That's great. Okay. I'll see you all in a few months then.
I have a
Alright.
question to the GM again,
Yes.
because I'm drawing a blank because I'm bad at remembering. Is Talia here, or is she?
She's sleeping in the other room still.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because I was like, I should introduce the god. if she's
Don't worry,
here.
don't worry. She's missing out on all of this. You
Mhm.
left
Good.
her to go get breakfast. We also left Dingus Dazzle and
Good.
and
This is
the
fine.
dog in there.
This is fine. This is
All right.
good.
Well,
We'll know better.
we'll see you in a couple months. Okay. Be safe.
And you'll be safe, please. Really, be safe.
Next time you appear, you get to
I
meet my
will
wife.
try my best.
Oh, you have a wife?
I'm going to.
You should give her a blessing.
If you'd like
I
one.
am not having that many damn kids.
Oh, well.
No
Oh,
offense, I am not having that many damn kids. Not without her consent.
if you get her consent, then just pray to me.
Okay.
Alright. And she.
Eric's gonna ask his girl to marry him.
Yeah, and there's going to be a tiefling wife going, fuck no, no, no.
Yeah.
All right.
And she probably vanishes. There isn't any particular big show of it. She's just gone.
Yep.
Could be that conversation with her. You know they come out with horns, right?
No, don't worry.
You
Mike,
know when
we're
I was a
wings.
kid, I headbutted people. They're gonna have your attitude.
You know, I don't know if it's better or worse that Grandma wasn't watching then.
Just because you took the scarf off doesn't mean she stopped watching.
Yes, I know that too.
Yeah. You're lucky that I'm really little compared to you right now, or I'd box your ears.
I mean, to be fair, she's probably gonna check in on some at some point. With
Yeah, I know.
her lots of power stuff, and
All right, so we should be letting
given how
Raz.
old she is and her connections, she might be able to give us answers to stuff we don't know.
We should be letting
Yes.
poor Raz rest. I'm pretty sure being around us is wearying enough without everything else going on.
Yes. Well, I'm going to go downstairs first and check that basement, and then what's the name of the man that runs this place?
Elias Cantor.
Elias. Right.
Yeah, we should probably tell him you're with us.
Quick.
'cause
Quick question, Alas, if you will.
But yes.
I thought you were downstairs in the basement.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of character, didn't you go to?
Oh yeah, I left her for the
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah,
That is
you've been in the
right.
room this whole time.
Yeah.
That is right.
So he will be joining you in the basement soon.
Yeah.
All right.
my.
We'll tell Elias that you're a noble friend
It's been a
visiting
week.
us from Wyndham. Okay.
Well, you can just tell him that I'm a military general coming to check up on the adventurers that work under me frequently. It's a bit closer
I
to the
guess you're-
truth.
You're kind of our boss, so that works. But yeah, do you want one of the room keys?
Oh, no, I won't say that. I don't think that's
You
necessary.
were gonna. You
If
want
you
to
need
rest?
a nap, you need somewhere to rest.
You can do that in a
Yeah.
chair, right?
We have plenty of beds in me and Kara's room we're not using. I mean, look how many beds that is. That's like 3 beds.
I
If
actually,
you want to hide, you can use the Bardo.
Raz,
You got to learn how
yes.
to properly take a nap.
just thought of Ricky. With everything going on,
Yeah, Ricky
How-
should probably go back to or to Wyndon with you.
meant more of how's everything go with that now.
I mean, Rick Beale will be absolutely fine.
Okay.
He's more defined than I am right now. Aren't you, Ricky? And Ricky just sort of sputters into existence, and if a burning orb of fire and wings could look sad,
Again, it just burns a little less
I
hot.
just don't know how it doesn't look sad.
Ah,
Don't worry, this is temporary. Because if a freaking brownie can get wings back, then Raz can do it even better.
Oh, I'm certainly hoping for some sort of reward for preventing the destruction of everything. So wings.
Yeah, wings would be good.
And if not, we can figure something else out.
We should definitely prevent the destruction of everything, though.
Yep. So regroup. I have one last thought before we go running off, because some people want to go into the basement and do whatever. Why don't we approach things a little differently? I know we were talking about scoping out the Landor house and maybe like sneaking in and checking it out. Why don't we just go to the Shire Reeve and say that we're investigating the whole dragon thing and that we want to just case the place out and make sure that there's nothing related to the current investigation of what's causing the different Morgani priests to go nuts? Why don't we chase this like we're being official, because it's really on the lines of what we're doing.
Also, you have my authority on that, if that helps.
Oh, yes. Raz,
Mm-hmm.
when we get you back, can you get the reports that are supposed to go to me collected? Because we found out once we got here that I can't get sendings when I have my ring on.
Yes. Certainly.
You sound like you needed that.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't think about it stopping that type of magic too.
All right, so should I get a hold of the Shire Reeve and let them know that you're here and that we're requesting access to the Landor house?
Certainly, if that will help you get in.
Yeah. Okay.
Although, if you don't need to
Sending
use
shows,
my name, then maybe leave the fact I'm here out. But you know,
Well, how about I request it and offer that. I mean, they could bring people with us to go watch, and anything that we get, we can ask if they could send it up to you under part of your investigation. Okay?
I
So-
am still a military representative. I could attempt to use that authority.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is we can basically say if there's anything that we are going to take out of the house, we've reprimanded over to military custody. Either tell Data to bring it back to Raz or whatever, but we go through, we search the place, we do it up and up. They can bring guards with us. We don't care.
okay. In that case, yes. Telday, you are acting under my authority for this investigation. If you find anything, you are to take it into custody. Okay?
Sir,
No.
salute.
All right. Okay. I'm going to go
Alright.
find some food.
All right. Well, we brought you food. Bye, sir.
Oh, this
You're
is
in the basement.
food.
That's what you said. Oh.
It smells differently now.
Have you
Yeah.
had actual taste buds before? Like enough to experience food and that?
Of course, the host has taste buds.
Yeah, but like your interaction with the host body and all that, was it the same level you're going to get now? 'Cause if it isn't, eat bacon.
Oh, not really. Just like getting stabbed doesn't feel particularly apparent to me. I don't think the taste has been coming through,
100%.
or at least I perceive it differently.
Well, you should try going from this to having the ring on. The food's just completely different.
I don't know.
You can enjoy more than a couple of crumbs of it.
Yeah. Textures all wrong.
Oh, I'll have to try it with my own ring. That'll be fun.
What?
Nothing. Right, I'm going to go see Corvus.
Bye. Okay.
And try food, eat bacon and sweet rolls.
And he heads downstairs.
All right. Corvus, meanwhile, down in
Yeah.
the basement.
So Corvus,
Yes.
you headed on down, and well, while Elias was a little perplexed about why you wanted to go into the basement, he sort of just waved you on through. And yeah, you head on down there, and there's a lot of stuff in here. There's crates with freaking bottles in them. Looks like he's ordered in a whole new set of dishes that he hasn't actually bothered to bring up yet. There's sacks of grain, all manner of things.
He kind of just goes to the wall with the note is.
And
Not really bothering with looking at the stuff around.
And you have fancy memory feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from some dust and cobwebs being not there in the same spots, it looks basically exactly as it did when you saw it before.
I'm sorry if I
In the
missed
future
anything.
times.
I got a phone call.
He will open his notebook, flip through all his mad drawings, put the note in, and have it leaflet so he can get it when the time is right.
You do that, and as you're sort of going through your notebook, you hear the creaking of footsteps on the wooden stairs behind you as Raziel comes down into the basement.
Oh, hello.
Corvus, anything
Shut
revealed
this book.
itself to you?
No, just getting an idea of what this means. We're trying to, at least. It's nothing unique here. It's just, do I put this here now or later, and what are the consequences?
Oh, does it look as it did to you now?
Missing some cobwebs.
Yeah, he just sort of moves over and sort of runs his hand along the sort of wooden beam that the dagger was stuck into. Well, I don't think you should leave it here now. The dagger would probably work its way out of the wall by then.
And Elias could disturb it. It's all a mute point at that point.
But you should remember.
I will.
No.
Hold his notebook.
He shakes his head. You should remember, now that you've received that, things are liable to be different. The future is not immalleable. And as if to prove a point, he puts his hand against the post, and there is the brief flash of flame and an actual wizardly incantation. And he pulls it away. There's a little bit chunk of the frame missing, a scorch mark. Like you didn't see that, yes?
Keen mind?
Keep in mind, you did not see that.
No. Is that, yeah. That is different.
There you go, then.
It's just that there's so many things, and it always seems like there's not enough time to do any of it.
Oh. I'm sure that you'll figure out what to do with the warning from yourself, but that warning has been given. It doesn't mean that you now have to set that into motion. Well, perhaps it does, I don't know. But, again, things can be different. And when you think about it, if you decided now not to leave yourself the warning, surely you'd forget about it and it wouldn't happen, right? If that was how it worked.
I guess so. If I never put it here, then I never saw it in the past, and then I would never have known of it, so I guess so.
So
it's also
maybe it doesn't work like that.
There's also the thing that I may have seen is the gentleman headquarters in the past, and nothing has arose differently from that, hopefully.
Oh. That sounds like an adventure in itself.
Yeah, well, circumstances determines that I could not stay longer.
I don't suppose you saw the outside.
Unfortunately not. It's just the inside.
I've always wanted to know where they moved to.
Where was it before?
Oh, they were, well, yeah, not this city, but Barast.
Hmm.
And I
Just a random building.
Yes, they were in a town that I don't believe even exists anymore. Not through any all happenstance, just, trade stopped. People moved on.
Quick question.
Hmm?
When you formed this group,
Yes.
did they already have that symbol as the eye?
No, that was my touch.
That was your touch. Okay. Well, that takes care of some concerns. So definitely, which is good. I was starting to run down the street where the gentlemen have contacted the dreamer, and they were emulating his visage of the Oculus and all this other stuff.
I mean,
and how they're traveling around. He knows about them. He knows that they're coming and going, and he sees them, and he's learning from it.
honestly, I'm a little confused about what that thing knows in general. I mean, if all of this is thanks to it, surely it should have the kind of omniscience of the gods. It should know most things, but
I think it is trying to figure that out. It doesn't have a reference point. It doesn't have a starting point.
And speaking
So
of
it's just
reference
doing
points,
actions.
it seems to be, from what you've said, acting awfully linear for a non-linear creature as well.
Yes, and I surmise that to my and the Orter's movements through there. We use that realm and we create a line, our lines, and he is following those.
Well, can you do me a favour? If you and Carrick talk to that thing again, or any of you, do try and find out what it wants, ultimately.
I don't think it knows.
Well, maybe try and get it to figure itself out. It would be very helpful. Too many unknowns. Far too many unknowns right now.
And it's looking like Carrick, near identical now. Just black and shadowy.
I suppose if there's one form to take on, it would be the pretty boy.
No.
Well, I will leave you to this.
There's nothing to be left to this. It's just I'll run myself in circles trying to answer questions upon questions that only lead to more questions. And there's not the time to do that. I need answers, not questions.
Well, then I'd be good luck in finding them.
He's going to feel around because he can't remember if he threw the stone at Gifton, the Lady Gentle stone. Gifton, did I ever give that back to you?
You did.
I did message it to you in Discord because I don't know how to do this weird in Roll20 messaging that you did. So I basically stared at that going, how I do this? And I don't know how. And I'm like, right click name. Nope, that didn't work. Do this. Nope, that didn't work. And I was like, I messaged you in Discord. And I'm like, oh,
I believe you returned it to Gifton last session.
Oh yeah, it did because he basically got torn into by Gifton, and that stone got handed back, and it was like, yes, you can talk to Lady Gentle when we go up to Winden later.
Right, I already gave that back to her.
You got grounded, son.
I'm going to speak with Gifton to see if I can use the stupid stone. But yes.
In that case, tell her I will be down here trying more food, and
Why are you down here? This is a basement.
No, down in regards to where she is, down in the bar.
Yes, the bar. You sit at a bar and you know this.
Yes, why are you explaining this to me?
I don't know. I'm leaving.
And
leave the
there's that
two of them
awkward
alone
moment
anymore.
of when you declare you're leaving, but so is he heading up the stairs, so you sort of
then
walk
you're both
alongside each
leading up
other.
the stairs,
Yeah.
but
walk
you're
in
giving
the
each
same
other
direction.
that sour look at each other
Yeah.
at the same time of you made this awkward for me.
Before he sits down at the bar and he sort of pats his pockets and then frowns.
Yeah. Give him 10 gold.
I do understand how currency works. I'll take a gold piece and I'll pay you back. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, he has given us way more than 10 gold. Force him to take the fucking 10 gold.
Take the 10 gold. You don't have any.
I have money at home where I will then be going today.
It doesn't sit. It doesn't. Just take it.
No,
He leaves.
I don't need this. Your name's
I want us
Elias,
to
right?
walk it.
Here's 10 gold for whatever tab they keep.
Probably still have a tab running from last time they were here annoying us.
I mean, probably.
We also probably have a very
we squared those,
positive
actually.
balance on
No,
that as
we
well.
still have more money going. We probably have more money that.
Alright, Corvus heads back up.
Gifton,
Yeah.
He understands how quick work. I don't know if we do.
you can use the stone if you like, but I want to send a message to Lady Gentle.
All right. Here is your deal. I'm going to let you have the stone until such time that we go to Winden later. If it is not back in my possession by then, I am literally going to turn you into a newt.
I don't believe you can.
I
whatever.
can.
You can.
Regardless,
She's saying that with a lot of confidence. I'd believe her if I were you.
Make me a bird.
I would like to see that.
Or I might banish you to the Fae. I haven't decided yet.
Can I just have the stone?
Yes, here's the stone. By the way, I can banish people to the Fae now.
Please don't do that to me.
I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that to you? I love you.
Please don't do it. To me.
He'll hold the stone.
The Fae might not let me.
You hold the stone?
How many of us is it?
I want breakfast.
25, Corvus.
Swansea? Okay.
I want breakfast.
Okay, we'll go get breakfast.
Lady General, this is Corvus. There are things to discuss, our mutual order, and a better way to talk. We are coming to Vinden. Tomorrow?
No, today. Oh, too bad. You said
That was 25.
Yeah.
That was 25.
Delightful.
No, he said tomorrow questioningly.
Yeah, so she hears tomorrow? Mr. Atlas, delight to hear from you. I'll make arrangements to be able to see you all tomorrow without disturbance.
Shasha.
Don't worry, I could send her a sending message.
Oh, wait.
She won't get it, but I can send it.
Thank you, Gifton. She'll make arrangements for
I'm
our
already
visit
downstairs. I'm getting breakfast.
tomorrow.
I'm getting breakfast.
She wants a stone, and then she leaves me with the stone.
I said I wanted it back before we went to Winden today.
You come downstairs, Gifton, to see Raz at the bar, basically eating what looks like to be a bacon sandwich with a very perplexed look on his face.
Could he not taste?
Oh, you're having the dingus special, huh?
It's a lot stronger than I remember.
Maybe
Why
you
don't you
should
just
start
bake
with
it?
something easier.
I thought this was easy.
No, that's greasy. You're gonna have all sorts of problems later.
Oh, it's so salty.
You're gonna have bathroom problems later.
Great.
You do that, tomato, and an egg.
Hey, dingus on breakfast?
Yeah, you finish this, Dingus. He just sort of slides the plate along.
How about you just start with some oatmeal? That's a good, nice meal in the morning.
Oh, yes, good idea. Some oatmeal, if you please. What is everyone
I'll have
upstairs
some
doing?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
have
go
oatmeal
check on
downstairs.
Talia, and I'm pretty sure Dazzle and Varela are still in there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go check in on them.
Talia is semi-awake now. She's doing that I don't actually want to get up out of bed thing.
Cranky dragon in the morning.
Do you want me to just bring breakfast up for you?
No, I really should get up. I should, right?
Yes, it's.
But if you want to have breakfast in bed, then I would have to stay in bed.
Scrumptious.
And she's giving sad eyes at that statement.
Yes, no, I will bring some breakfast up.
Okay, so you bring breakfast up, and you hear a very
Dazzle.
demanding
Yes, I
beat
do.
from Dazzle.
I give Dazzle her breakfast.
And there's yapping from Pharrell.
I already am sharing mine
Yes.
anyway, so that was already the
The rust
plan.
monster is invisible.
No,
Elsewhere.
he's in the
Yeah.
it's in the Vardo because
Yeah.
we keep it. Unfortunately, the rust monster is not something you have wander around the tavern. And
I know,
have it
it's
not
so
be
alone.
Okay, yeah.
It would be. It would just end up. It either end up being as the party delight or the party fear.
Hey, honey, we're gonna need to go check on Squiggles after this. I feel bad for Squiggles.
You want me to
He's
go do
locked
so?
up. Yeah, why don't you go do that? I'll sit out here and eat.
Alright, now be right back then.
All right, bye. Watch
You
out
go
for the
do that.
horses.
I'll sit here and do nothing. Since she said,
Well, living on the bar now.
Okay, heads on out. What about the RG and the Telday and the Cassie?
RG's eating while just watching Marissa going back and forth and all that.
And Marissa will, when she can, sort of, stop by with you, have a few minutes of conversation before she goes off to work again, taking a few kisses. And eventually you've all eaten. Raziel, now seeing that most people have come downstairs out of that one room, is actually going to excuse himself to go actually nap. Seems to get on with the oatmeal a bit better.
we'll give him the key, and yeah, be like, you know,
All right,
we'll knock before we come back.
Squiggles is all right. Gave him a few coins. You know,
Okay.
hit him about a bit. I figured, you know, keep him interesting.
Yeah, you know, you can always throw him up in the room with Raz, I guess.
I misheard that as hit him around a
Are
little.
you sure you won't
I was
eat,
gonna worry
are you sure you
a
won't
little
eat the buttons off Razor's shirt?
Oh, Squiggles is a good baby.
For it, it's funny, but
All right. So, did we want to do that? Go see the Shire Reef?
I think we should.
Oh, you should probably tell him as I'm back.
Oh, don't worry, we will. I'm gonna take out my sending stone real quick.
Here's your
hey,
sending
Bill.
stone.
I'm taking out my sending stone real quick. Hey, Bill. Can we meet with you this morning? Sort of important. We found Corvus, and that's what I'm leaving it as.
That's 13.
You get a.
found our idiot.
Oh, sure. I've just come into the keep. Come see me whenever you want. Available.
Alright.
Good job on finding Corvus.
Yeah, can't really respond to that. Okay, you know, hey, Elias.
He sounds very unconcerned about Corvus.
Elias, can I get a bottle of your
That's
finest
fair.
ale?
Frankly.
Yeah, my finest ale isn't particularly fine, but you can have it.
All right. Well, something that the Shire Reeve might like.
Ah,
Maybe
for
finest wine or
Bill.
something?
In that case, yes, he does go for wine sometimes.
All right. Well, give me that.
All right.
I'll pay for it.
Oh,
Sure.
well, I was just given 10 gold for your tab, so here.
All right. Who paid our tab?
Corvus by happenstance. You hear from nowhere.
It seems that Raz has no coin on him.
Also, our friend upstairs,
So-
anything he needs, just put it on our tab, okay?
Yeah, I kind of gathered that.
And he gets access to all of our stuff in our rooms.
No.
Well, he's already up in one of those rooms, so
Yep.
That sounds about right.
You let him out in the Vardo, or let him. He's fine to go to the Vardo and do whatever. Okay.
probably wouldn't have
No
tried to
problem.
stop him anyway. I'll be fair, but
I wouldn't try to stop him. He's very dangerous.
also I can't see your Fardo.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, let's head out. Let's go see Bill, guys.
Is anyone going to the group? Is anyone gonna go get Garrick?
Yeah, we'll have sent somebody to get Carrot.
We'll
Okay,
walk
who's going to
outside,
get Carrick?
realize-
I'll do it.
Okay, Zelda, you go to knock on Carrick's door. There is some giggling.
They may
Carrick,
be
Talia is
preoccupied.
being very playful with you right now. Eyebrow waggle. Do you knock on the door, Zelda?
I have one potential solution. Let me see.
Kick open the door. No one
Well,
expects.
he's not wearing the ring right now. You could do ascending.
With that, you take from it what you will, Tilde.
They're telling jokes.
No,
I'm going to
Tilde's
go back
herd
downstairs.
activity, yeah.
Tilde knows what activity's like.
Yeah, Teldy's been
Well, those
outside
are
the
people
door
talking.
after
I've
that.
been outside of the
He sit outside for so many
Rooms.
things.
for several weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately,
Tilde knows better.
Few people's rooms.
Carrick.
Yeah.
She's been playful with you, but there's that continuous pause because, you know, it's only a sidelong glance to see either your blink dog puppy, well, not so much, but he's a young doggy now, sitting there wagging his tail, staring at you, head tilted. And if you look the other way, there's a grumpy pseudo dragon just glaring at the ruckus.
Throw the blanket over. Come on.
Throw the blanket over that. We'll go for it.
Not doing that. I'm pretty sure I will die in my sleep because I'll never wake up from
I don't know. She might not be able to roll over there
She might not
Yeah.
wait for you to be asleep.
Exactly.
because there's enough space in between you, like the bed you sleep on, the floor, and then the table she's on. But she's
And
she's got a ground. to
Tele
cover.
just goes, this feels weird.
Yeah.
Not really. There are other rooms.
Actually, did we only get 2?
You guys have the
rooms.
you guys have the
We had
entire
5
upper
rooms.
landing.
Yeah.
Wait, there were 5 rooms? Wow.
Yeah. It was 5 rooms. I got all 5.
Yeah, but I don't have the keys to the other rooms.
I'm pretty sure we didn't lock them.
Don't you have thieves' tools? Do you need
Oh yeah,
the
sorry.
key?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
one
there's
tiny
that-
room right here. There's one room right
Mhm.
here. I honestly figured that we put Telia and this. I figured this was where Telia and Carrick works. This was a nice big, whatever bedroom. I figured this was where we were gonna put RG's grandpa, which is probably where we've been using. And this is the meeting room. So this is probably where Raz is. And then I figured that's where Cassie's sleeping, and I figured that we just had these other 2 rooms. I figured this was basically where Kara and Gifton were because they always need to be near where Carrick will have to witness them.
There are a couple of the rooms we could sneak
I
into.
genuinely thought that Carrick was in the upper right room because that's the one with the extra table and all that.
She looks at the pseudo dragon.
Has stuff.
She looks at
There's
the
a
blink
table on her
dog.
desk.
Then she's pulling you out of bed, patting the blink dog briefly on the head before putting you into another room.
And running into Telday at the door.
Right.
No, I went back
Yeah.
downstairs.
Nice. So basically, poor Raziel, who's trying to sleep, hears giggling going through the hallway
Yep.
of Carrick and a young girl.
Once I return downstairs to the rest of the group, I will inform them that Carrick appears to be
Disposed.
unavailable at the moment.
Pencils.
That is possible.
Oh,
At this time?
well, I mean,
I
is
mean,
there ever
yeah.
a bad time?
No, never a bad time.
Do you think there's a specific
I
time for
could
that sort of thing?
verify if it is entirely necessary, but I would prefer not to.
Why don't we
Send him
let them-
ascending. It'd be funny.
Oh,
No.
yeah, that would be really funny. But yeah, let's not waste Telday's spells. Let's go talk to the Shire Reeve. I'm sure Carrick will be fine. And if anything, none of us want to be. Oh.
You think his grandmother's still watching?
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about the fact that she's not going to show up while Raz is alone and sleeping in a room and shank him, is she?
Possibly, but I'm not sure what we could do to prevent that.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. Do you really think you could stop her from trying to shank him if she wanted to?
I mean, she's reasonable.
Griffin's eyes are
right?
gonna suddenly start glowing a bright green from thaumaturgy, and her voice is gonna get a little bit louder. I would stop her.
I just don't know if you could. I saw what that woman did when trying to protect people when we were back in Dublin the other time.
When you do that, Gifton,
When
you
you're
can
the other
see
time.
some of the other patrons in the bar. A few of them lean away. One of them picks up his drink from the bar and moves elsewhere.
We could use a guard who may be able to talk her down. Someone with experience calming the emotions of someone who is quite angry.
That doesn't sound like anybody in this group. No.
I'm sitting here going, I'm like, great, tell me, Grandma Liz.
I mean, to be fair, the person who's the most likely to be able to calm her down is the person who's going to be here anyways.
Yeah, but she might just tiptoe right past him. Especially if him and Talia are doing what I assume they're doing.
Can we stop talking about this? This is just let
murder
them be.
part of the
It's
murder
biology.
part of the fornication part because both parts are funny.
It's
It is
funny,
a
but
very
the
natural
point
thing.
where it just becomes survive.
All right, new plan.
I'm still fine with that.
Care,
Yes.
tell Ricky through your weird connection with Ricky
Oh god.
to keep an eye on Raz, and if anything comes towards Raz, to let us know, and we will come running.
Anything?
Got it.
Anything?
When I say anything,
I'll be
I
more
mean,
specific.
Grandma Lynn, okay? Grandma Lynn shows up. Let us know. We will come running.
Yep, I've got
Yeah.
it. He's sort of closing
Yeah,
his
thank you.
eyes. And you see him frowning a bit and go, no, I know she's not your grandma. That's not what I mean. That
Carrick's Grandma Lynn.
he
Congratulations.
says he thinks their ancestry is
Just giving him
somewhat
shit.
distant than that. Rick, hang on, I'm going upstairs.
Well, I'm going with goodbye.
Yeah.
It's-
And there's the stomping
Perhaps it would be
upstairs.
best if we just attempt to go.
You know what I mean? The dragon woman. Watch out for the dragon woman. Is she not Terrier? No, not Terrier. The actual dragon.
I now love Ricky.
And I think they could hear that from the hall.
Yeah.
Which room had Ricky been staying in?
Well,
Carrick.
we say he was been staying with Carrick, but he was with us in the meeting room. 'Cause
He-
this is the meeting
He
room.
stayed behind for
yeah.
Razzie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we did stay in
Yeah,
that
sure, you
room.
stay behind. Okay, but I'm just gonna when I go up there with Carrick, I'm just basically gonna go. Ricky, he means Carrick's grandmother Lynn. She looks like a normal human older woman when she shows up, but she's actually a dragon. If you see a elderly human looking woman come upstairs that you don't know or you might recognize from that, let us know through care, okay?
Okay, he says that he remembers her. Okay.
Okay,
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's been around at least once when she's shown up.
yeah, but danger maybe, okay?
Okay, he's got it. Right.
Okay, good. Okay, now we can go.
Oh, yes, okay, we'll take you back downstairs. Which, Carrick, you heard quite a bit of that outside. And that's it. Paused the fun a bit again as Talia was looking towards the door with a frown.
Why are they talking about Raz?
Just pile through it, tell ya. Pile through it all.
I mean, it might be better off telling Carrick to plow through.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know the demeanor of Talia and Carrick in the bedroom. Don't know who's
We don't know who's dominant.
Right, so the rest of you going to head on out towards the keep.
That's amazingly enough worth the keep. It's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, you make your way to the keep.
Corvus will ask the group, so then are they going to do this thing with the Landor house?
What we're arranging right now, Corvus? And by I say what we're arranging is we're going through it through very blatant means. We're going to tell them we're investigating the Morgani situation by going through the Landor house and checking to see if there's any relics related to it on the property. And if there are, we are confiscating them, handing them over to the military, and getting this out there, which means it will fall back into the hands of Raz.
Well, that's less fun.
Yes, it is
That's
less
illegal, too.
It is less fun, but it also means that we won't get in trouble for sneaking around in there, and we can get people on our side. We need to play ball.
Yes, that is wise.
Yeah, I'm getting more
Play
wise
ball.
as time goes on. It's weird.
I mean, fair, it's not like we have the best track record for sneaking to that place anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I like Bill. I don't really want to do illegal things in his town.
Perhaps your wisdom has to do with those white hairs that I see.
What?
No, he's Jess. Is that an attempt at humor?
Gifted actually looks slightly horrified.
I don't know, Mr. McKenna.
You have no white hairs. No white hairs. You have no white hairs, sweet. None. You're fine and beautiful and young and no, but
Gifted. It's a sign of age and refinement.
no, because I fear the consequences of lying to you far more than anything else. No.
I see many things, and I pierce the veil of reality.
You only see it in black and white.
You can't.
It's all white.
You can't see color.
Allie,
Yes.
on the way to the keep with everyone else, while they're sitting there bickering and arguing, every time they slow down to bicker and argue, Cass is stopping by a food stall and grabbing something
Okay.
and mowing it down while they're going.
All right. Deduct 5 silver then.
And she's going to be doing this all the way down.
So we're
Okay.
gonna
Deduct
have
a gold piece. Then.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have another centaur that we know. That's
So you're
on-
basically trying to look pregnant now.
She's gonna look like
Cass has just
She
decided
looks
she
like
wants to be
Millie.
fat.
she looks like Millie.
Yep.
I'll be fat. Fat
Listen,
sounds awesome.
Millie seems to be the happiest centaur she's ever seen. She wants to be happy. Thus, 2 and 2, be fat.
Kristen is literally going to break down to like near tears about.
No, no,
Am I
you-
looking old? Am I looking old? I thought we were
No,
gonna have a few
they are
thousand years
liars and
together.
cheats. You have no white hairs at all. I'm close enough to see every hair on your head perfectly. You are fine and beautiful.
Gets a magnifying glass out.
You're just saying that. I'm gonna ask Mom later. Lester, why are you doing that?
Kara's going to glare at Archie and Telday a bit.
It makes you feel better. It's gonna make her mom angry.
I thought it
and
was
all, so I'm used to
Corvus.
that.
What?
Corvus was supposed to start with the way here.
Nope,
it was
don't you call me.
Oh, was it Telday?
Yeah.
Oh, Telday, you
That
did.
is 100% Telday.
Oh, wow.
And then I rolled with it.
Yep.
But you'll soon arrive at the keep and heading on in. Gifton, you got a chance to compose yourself a bit.
Yep. Okay.
And
Do this.
Sky Price smiles as you enter, looking up at you all, and just sort of casually waves towards the hallway.
Salute.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you all as well. Shy Reeve's already expecting you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you know the way by now. And she just sort of looks down, returning casually to her paperwork.
Way better as we
Yeah.
fly.
And you make your way to Bill's office, and the door's already open. And he stands up as you all sort of filter in, and
Hey.
Salute.
A little bit.
unpracticed salute back. And then he sort of
Become
frowns
very
and shakes his head at you. Gifts? What gifts?
We give him a bottle of wine.
Oh,
Got him.
thank you. Wait, this is bribery? What's happening?
No, it's not bribery. It should be though, but
It should not be.
Well, I mean, it depends. I don't know. Because
I mean, Maris is really the one you should be bribing. Where? I see. Carrick does not want to show his face here.
I was actually just thinking this was more of an apology for whatever Corvus did last night. What did Carrick do?
Carrick mentioned it when
Mhm.
we were at the group.
I actually don't know if I actually got the full story of what happened though. I don't think we did it.
Carrick
No,
was
we
there
didn't.
as well.
The portal thing with the dragon.
Yeah, I don't actually know if we got told that.
We did not get the whole story of that.
Yeah, so we don't know. So what happened?
Carrick was there as well for the thing that happened.
What thing?
That's the thing.
I was just all I know about is what Corvus did to you last night, so I'm making an apology on that behalf.
I mean, all that Maris told me was Ritual went a little awry and he had to incinerate that room, which apparently some of those wards are quite expensive, and he's not pleased.
Oh my goodness, is Maris okay? We didn't hear anything about this, and we were in a total panic because we couldn't find Corvus last night. Couldn't find him on scrying and anything.
Yes, I see that you're back at us.
As I said, be.
Anyway,
You know, he was accusing me of being some kind of secret bad person.
what?
See, I just burned down a building.
That's an actual Archie response for the record.
All right, I'm gonna look over at Kara and just like make a motion of box his ears. Like, do this for me.
But I do like this wine, so
All right, all I know is what we got from the sending from you last night. He decided to use things and go through a wall.
Yes, which is a disconcerting trick.
Yes, which leads me into why I was waiting to have us all come talk to you. There is a situation going on with the Morgani Church and various worshippers and things like that are going on. Carrick is mostly a big liaison with the military, as well as Telday, who is actually in the military. I think, right, Telday? I don't know. Anyway,
Affirmative.
Anyway, we're
Is this a military matter? Do I need Maris here?
I don't know. But let me tell you, and then we can go over it. I don't know. But basically, what we were wanting to do is we've been kind of helping out and looking into weird things as they come up. And something that's kind of wriggling at the back of our minds from all the things that we've been putting together is we think the Landors might have somehow been involved. And we would like to use our various weird magic means to search it a little bit more intently. And I'd be completely fine if you want to have some guards go with us to make sure we don't take anything. Because I know that place is going up for sale.
You want to look into Landor Manor?
Anything that is amiss will be turned over to the military.
Yes, we are not looking to steal anything. We're just looking to make sure, because I would find it very
Secure.
upsetting if somebody were to throw down a lot of money and buy a possibly dangerous artifact that could find its way to another city.
He put his hand up briefly before, as if to try and pause you. Is this an official military matter, or is this a personal request?
This is a personal request before I make it official.
Okay. In that case, because I don't have to do paperwork.
I would like to avoid having to go through my connections, but I will tell you, I could get probably General Rizal to give us authorization, but I don't really want to.
That won't be necessary. I just wanted to know how I had to approach this. If you want to take a look in the manner, and you're all not going to break anything.
Not going to break, and we're not going to take anything. And if we find anything, we come to you, and then we can do paperwork then.
Okay, please. Yes, I trust you all enough to go there and take a look.
I figured it's better than
watch Sticky Fingers there.
I think that Telde would personally make sure Sticky Fingers doesn't get up to anything, right, Telde?
If I must.
And if he and if you do take anything out of that, I will use my evil organization connections to come after you. So he sort of pulls a piece of paper out of his desk, and he just sort of quickly scribbles something down on it.
What's Bill's evil organization? The Do-Gooder Society of the Lawful? Say it, Corvus, out loud.
Thanks, GM. You just made me choke on a gummy.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Brass Military.
We're going to be going up to Winden in a couple hours. Do you need anything up there? Should I check with Maris and see if he needs anything?
He looks pretty confused before so slowly shaking his head. I don't think I need anything from Winden. No, thank you though.
Okay.
I will point out, out of
Oh.
character, I did specifically say I was taking a request from Miris up there because of what happened.
No, you told Maris to write it down, but I don't like. We were.
Maris has asked you to come and see him to get his list.
Maybe we should go see Maris. What do you guys think?
He should be in his office. You know where his office is, yes?
Yeah, we were in there that one time, I think.
Well,
so,
here, you take... Scribe Price has the keys at the front desk for the manor while we're basically holding them until the auction happens. Take this to her. She'll hand them over.
All right. Well, we'll go talk to Maris real quick, and we'll head and do that. One of us will check in with you and let you know how it went. I look over Telde. Do you want to do it, or do you want me and Kara to do it, or?
I have no problem doing so.
All right, I think that might be good. We'll have Telde be liaison. Good time for you to get to know Bill. Bill's pretty great. All right, so hi Bill.
He waves.
Sorry, I'm a little scattered. Being pregnant's hard. We're gonna go see Skype Price anyway. But yeah, we're teleporting up to Winden in a bit, and then we'll be coming back. So if you need anything, let me know. Probably before 2:00.
If I think of anything, I will let you know.
Okay.
Remember, we have to go see Father Stone.
Yeah, I know we have tea. We're back in Dulwood. There's a million things to do.
Before we all
It'd be
leave,
easier if we just lived here. Yeah.
before we all leave, Corvus will stay behind with Shiref, Bill, William.
All day, don't leave Corvus alone.
Out of
We'll
character,
stand there in the doorway.
I'm kind of sad that everyone done after he said, "Oh, you know where the offices are?" She's gonna make the variance. Like, I only know where two places in this place are: the interrogation room and my cell.
So people filter out the door. Telde stands there, sort of waiting as you remain in the room, Chorus, and Bill gives you a quizzical look.
Just and all, do not jest about that organization. I apologize for what happened last evening, but you should look into dispelling what magics are there. There's probably some sort of scrying or vision association with whomever is in the cells.
Maris,
Just the one.
Maris does check the keep for magical effects once a week. It's been quite a bit longer since, well, you were last here.
Most of the gentleman's shit doesn't show up for magic anyway.
Yeah. Is there any way The problem is that they also operate with things that are not affected by magic.
Then what would you suggest we do against that?
I believe I read that there was a thing that had to do with lead.
Lead.
You could line the walls with lead.
That's expensive.
That sounds
Every so-
incredibly expensive.
I only say that because they likely use those cells to recruit people. As they did myself.
I can tell you that most men that have been in their cells are either dead or we know about them in town. You know, it's either the chopping block or you just get released because it was not a big crime. It's certainly the first one I've heard of walking through them.
It's part of their powers.
Are you sure they were not attracted by your presence?
That was my initial assessment. And when I was down there last night, their eyes were still in the room. So that's why I got a little paranoid. Be careful with them. Do not jest about them. They have done things in the shadows that have no answers towards.
Well, I will certainly take what you said under advisement, Mr. Adelas.
He'll bow and then turn and leave.
And I will take that as a mark off of your treasonous actions against me, so my evil organization shall not hunt you down. And he just smiles up at you, Telday.
Just a slight nod, and then turn and leave.
Telday would be smirking, but Telday has no expressions.
We need to make Telday like the Mr. Potato Head thing where you can change mouths.
No, we just need to get him like a series of little like hand signs, little placards.
He has a shield. Give him the shield of expressions.
We should give him a bunch of masks.
I do not use a shield.
Just give him a Sharpie.
Don't use a shield.
Well, I thought you used a shield.
But
Hi,
we
Maris.
sure.
We need him to have a set of paper bags that he just keeps switching over.
You guys head towards Maris's office. Corvus, as you're sort of walking along, catching up a bit with the rest of them, briefly through the walls, a black, almost spider-like mass sort of runs past, which is startling.
What?
Across your path.
Oh, those things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But that's becoming an almost sort of daily occurrence, so...
Yeah. It's just every once in a while, just suddenly there's one. It's like, oh, good day to you.
Yep, he says to nothing, Telday. But yes, soon enough, you're all at Maris's office, which, quick rap on the door, enter.
Hey, Maris.
Miss Brockgren, Mr. Brockgren.
What's this about you having an exciting night last night? We just heard about.
Carrick didn't tell you? Carrick isn't here?
No, we had a lot of things going on last night.
I
And,
just thought a
Carrick
character
didn't
pretty
tell
sure
us.
explain the basics.
You explained the basics, not the giant thing that came out and exploded.
You didn't tell us about the explosion or anything.
A little ritual
we
that
do blood ritual.
we were doing on Carrick's behest went a little awry and has cost me some substantial materials. Speaking of which, if you deliver this to Mr. Mask for me, he brings out a sealed letter.
Okay. We're going up to Winden in a couple hours. I'm gonna teleport a bunch of people up there. Did you need anything?
Yes, everything that's in
Anything
this
we need?
envelope.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't expect you to bring it back to me. I just need the delivery arranged. You see this?
How hard is it to get everything?
Well, you know how military organization goes.
Yeah.
Only vaguely.
Yes.
I could see it anywhere within a week to 3 months from now.
Okay.
If you have any sway, I'd appreciate you using it.
Okay. Yeah, We could probably do that. It'd be nice if we could get it and deliver it same day, probably. Is it military grade materials, or can we get you stuff while we're up there? If we
That's
could go to the
military
Magical Affairs,
grade.
we've got platinum rank. We can
No,
buy whatever.
I'd rather this went through official channels.
Okay.
And I don't think you'll want to be bringing it back yourselves. Like I said, range of shipment. I don't want you carrying crates upon crates of things.
No, I want to help you how I can.
Also, frankly, I'm not sure they'll let you walk out with some of the stuff.
I don't know. Stenhouse likes us okay. Well,
if you want to leverage your sway with the High General for that, be my guest. But again,
Get 100 times of what's on this letter.
I mean, they kind of owe us a little bit. I mean, we did rescue a bunch of people from an airship crash recently. So
he blinks slowly, still sort of holding this letter out.
I mean, I'm not gonna care. Like, I can't take this letter. Somebody has to.
Take the letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
Right.
I'll be honest.
Do you need any help recasting everything?
No, I can sort it out just fine. I built the wards last time. I can do it again.
Okay.
That's
All right. Well, very sorry.
my
Glad they
fault.
did it here, though.
Yes, I frankly, that's what the wards are for. Shame to have to rebuild them, but if that had been done outside, I don't know what would have happened, but I don't think it would have been good.
No. Well, hopefully I'll find out a bit more about this from Carrick later. We're doing a few things in town. Like I said, we're going to be popping up to Wyndon, doing a few more things. Gibson has looked like she wants to ask Mara something. She's fighting off the idea. We'll just get your letter delivered.
What's the hesitancy?
I was wondering if you could remember when you checked me magically when I first came to town?
Mm-hmm.
Could you check to see if I have any differences?
Oh, certainly. Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
Right, and he gets up, just sort of smoothing down his uniform a bit for coming around to you, sort of gestures for care to put you down his desk, so that, so there's no interference. You understand?
Yeah.
Right, and then he starts doing his incantations again, sort of moving his hands around you. Then he sort of frames his fingers as if capturing you within them. And then, not often you see that. Your magical signature's basically completely different.
Okay, thought so.
Well, what have you done?
Definitely not done.
I've been having a lot of erratic behavior, but it seems like it's evened out now.
I can't say. And you see him sort of move and like take a look at Care, and then look at you again. I mean, some fake similarities. I'm not an expert on Fae, but I mean, you feel a lot more like some of the clerics you'd see, but it's more melded in somehow.
Yeah. Just figured I'd check because magic's been. I'm having to relearn how my magic works right now. Speaking of, since you had a nice safe room for practicing in, any good suggestions for somebody who's having slight control issues?
Yes. Build your appropriate wards. In fact,
Okay.
why don't you, Oh dear. Are you coming back here?
Yeah, well, I can come back here.
If you like, I can perhaps... it would be best if I gave you some notes before you went. You could probably get supplies for yourself.
Okay,
Right, you've got good connections, right?
I get the desired effect, but it's usually a lot bigger than I meant to do it. Is usually the problem.
In that case, you're heading up to Wyndon and you're good friends with apparently the High General.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you ask him to put you in contact with some of the staff there? They can probably get you some decent supplies and some blueprints for warding rooms.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Anyway, sorry to bother you. We'll get your supply order in, and we'll try and
It's
pull-
no
pull
bother,
some-
he says in the tone of someone that is actually a little bothered.
Apologies again for whatever happened.
Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just please stress to that payboy not to do any more unprotected rituals.
Yeah. What makes it a protected ritual?
Protection.
Wards.
Oh,
Listen, most rituals that are taught to wizards are completely safe. You know, I know plenty of myself that I would do with all confidence. But when you start going into realms of old blood magic found in dusty old tomes, it's really not reliable.
yeah. I don't do books, so yeah, that's not really a thing. Okay,
Well, yes, okay.
but yeah. Thanks for that.
Corvus is looking around his office.
It's actually very, very bare in here.
It's like it's been recently incinerated.
No, it wasn't this room.
That's true.
It's basically his desk, a shelf with some books arranged on it. He's got a little cabinet. There's no plants or anything, no paintings, nothing to liven it up.
He just does.
All right. Well, we'll be on our way. You aren't gonna want a pseudo dragon in a couple months, are you?
I couldn't afford one.
We have a
Dingus is gonna be a papa.
Oh. You're having a clutch of pseudo dragons?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a clutch.
I'd probably say 20.
20? Good lord, how many females do you have?
One.
One very pregnant one.
Oh, good lord, what have you been doing?
It's Dingus.
I'm having
You do
fun
not get
kids
that
myself.
without some weird magical experimentation.
She got a blessing, and that was really an unwise
A
thing
blessing?
to do. Yeah. I got one, and then she wanted one, and it didn't seem like a bad idea at the time.
What
but
did
it
you
was a bad
do?
idea.
Visit Myrian and Hevosian churches at the same time? What?
You basically.
I mean, kind of.
They had results.
Still,
Hey,
that's...
listen, nobody tells the Fae how to do these things appropriately, and no one corrected us, okay?
Well, I mean, how much are you asking? You'll find
I'm
many
not
mages
asking,
which
I
like a
just
pseudo
need
dragon familiar.
I'm just saying that you'd be a nice, safe home. That's all we were looking for.
Wait, you'd give me one?
Yeah.
Well, that can't do. I'll pay you, but I would very much like one.
I would definitely love to see one in your care.
In that case, yes, I very much like one, and
All right. Well, I'll be contacting you when they get hatched and they're a bit older, and we'll bring you up or bring you down or whatever. Anyway, I gotta go teleport these people up to Wyndon, so we'll see you later.
So wait.
yes, okay. But
Why
thank you.
Why am I what?
Aren't we supposed to have tea with Father Stone?
Yeah, we are, but
like
it's on
an
the way.
hour?
It's on the way up the street, and we gotta go get Carrick anyway.
Oh. Order of operations, please.
Yeah, but-
T. Carrick. Wyndon.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So we're going to tea
the
now.
first two.
Yeah.
Which you're all able to go and have a nice tea with Father Stone, which
Yay!
goes without
Do we
any
go
real.
retrieve Carrick, or just
Do
Carrick?
you go retrieve Carrick? Do you try?
Yeah, because we were supposed to have everybody there, so we'll bring Carrick.
Okay. Are you doing this by going physically, or are you just doing ascending?
No, we are physically going
Okay.
and getting Carrick.
All right.
It's not that far from the
So,
King's
Carrick,
Mercy.
you at least get to have a little bit of fun with Talia before you're
An
interrupted
hour or
yet
two,
again. But yes, you're able to make your way to Father Stone's little chapel and have a nice tea. There's a brief look of sadness on Lana Moore's face when she sees Carrick with Talia. But it's passes by quickly, and she talks quite readily enough with the lot of you, Talia included. And yes, it's a very pleasant little time with no talks of world-ending offense or anything like that. Just tea,
None
little
of us do
cakes,
that. Nice tea.
sandwiches.
How novel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And before long, you are saying your goodbyes to Father Stone.
Mm-hmm. We'll say our goodbyes, Father Stone. We go to the King's Mercy. And we're gonna go pick up Grandpa Raz.
So,
no, he's cramping. Not
who,
up that
when you
road.
wake him up, he sort of just sits up and goes, "Oh, I feel worse. What's happening?"
Oh, that sometimes happens when you
Oh,
take a
no.
nap.
Welcome to naps.
That sometimes happens when you take a nap, sweetie.
Oh no, I do not like that. He says, just sort of getting up and smoothing his hair back a bit.
Yeah, you might want to take a day or two when you go home to just acclimate. Because,
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll just avoid those naps. Yes.
oh,
Well, you won't be able to.
yeah, oh, you're going to need sleep.
No, I'll sleep. I'll do the proper bed thing.
Well, you're on a bed, so I mean.
Yes, but at
You know.
night. I'm sure that's just the wrong time of day.
Oh, you think that?
That's actually laughing at him.
That's the reason why I'm a late riser.
Yes.
Waking up sucks.
Hilarious
That's why I
situation, I'm
sleep.
sure.
The sleep is grand. The waking sucks.
Is Rick Bill being here the whole time?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
we told him to.
Okay. Oh,
And Ricky, you're going up to Winden with him, okay?
Rick Bill Bobs.
Okay. Gonna miss you, buddy.
Rick Bill
All right.
vibrates.
I guess that was something funny. Hey, Raz, you want us to bother him directly, but we have a list of supplies, and we'll look over at Carrick because somebody incinerated a safe room for Maris last night at the keep.
Oh,
Yes, I asked you if I can go with you to Winding because I have to take the letter up for it.
if you want.
You wanted to go up to Winden because you said you wanted to go ask questions to Lady Gentle.
Do you want me to rush that for you, Carrick?
That was me.
Cast will hand Raz the letter.
Raz takes it.
Yeah, if you could get it rushed, that would be good.
Yes, no problem. He's already sort of opening up the letter, just looking it through. And then he sort of winces a little bit, puts it away. Oh.
How
Yeah.
expensive was it?
In your terms or like real people's terms?
In real people's terms?
Incredibly.
Okay. So Carrick, how much were we all chipping in to fix it?
I told him I was taking care of it.
Military doesn't really take donations, so I don't know what was suggesting you take care of it.
He didn't. I suggested I take care of it.
Well, we'll just say you did. How about that?
It didn't work as well as it should. Give Talia a hug.
Frankly, he's right to be worried.
Yeah, this is Raz.
Hello. Pleasure. We've met.
She met Raz.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know Raz. Yeah, but she really knows Raz now. By the way, he told her.
Yeah, she's sort of staring at Raz a little more intently now. Frankly, if Maris was trying to push this through on his own, it would take a long time to get approved. But well, you've got me.
Yeah, we do got you. All right. So
On topic of her knowing Marissa knows too.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, also my mom and dad do.
Is anyone that doesn't know?
No
Oh,
what?
Elias.
Wrong people to be asking that kind of rhetorical question amongst. Okay.
There's someone you want us to tell?
I
don't think the High General knows yet.
I'll be honest.
So.
I almost feel like Senhouse should know, but
that
that's the major
is
kettle of fish.
something that, if that ever comes to be, I would like to handle very delicately.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Oh,
something
we are
that you
talking
want.
about your. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
About
All right.
him.
Yeah, but
Evidently,
know.
Corvus may not.
all right. So we are going to go up north. Telde, I would like to ask you selfishly for a use of one of your sending spell slots, and I apologize for this.
Who
But
would you like me to contact?
could you contact Father Ted at the Illan Church up in Winden? I don't want to startle him or cause a scene by suddenly teleporting at the church again, because it feels really rude and I have no way to let him know. So if you could just let him know that we're going to be coming through in the next little bit, and that don't be startled maybe, because it feels like I'm barging into somebody's house every time I do it. So I don't know if I haven't really gotten permission.
And here's going to be the funny part. He's holding sermon when that message comes in, and he's just going to be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not believe I am familiar with this father.
He was there much of the times we came teleporting through. He was he
What time
greeted
of
us
the day
there.
is it?
You had lunch with Father Stone. It's about 1 right now.
Okay, well, I'll describe him to Telde to remind him of the guy that we saw, because I know we have passed him multiple times doing the trip back and forth through Winden.
I'm not sure to what degree somebody needs to be familiar to.
With you having
I think
seen
we've
him at
seen him.
least, and then the reminder, you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but if Telde doesn't want to waste the spell slot on it, that's also fine. This just Gibson's asking if you could.
No, it was just a matter of it's not like he actually met the guy.
Nah, you've seen him, you could do it.
I wasn't sure how familiar I needed to
Making sure you
be.
could actually do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she's getting information. So
Let's cast that out, and
Oh, which, by the way, Raz, just as the thing. So last night, when I was really thinking hard about how to break into the empty to save Corvus, because I thought that was probably what today was going to be, I kind of think I figured out how you fly up and out of up into the heavens and back. So I think I can do that now.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't really want to try it though.
how do you think it's done?
Well, I'm going
How
to
did
explain,
you think you could?
I'm
break
going to
into the
explain
empty?
my mechanic of plane shift, and then I can take up to 8 people, basically.
That's actually a little bit more of a brute force method than we use, but it could work.
I was trying to think of how to brute force into the empty, and that's kind of got me on that mind.
Heaven has
Bad idea.
guards for a reason.
Well, like I said, I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
I'm just saying I think I could do it, though.
Would that go into the empty though, Ross?
I don't know. Oh,
I-
you're asking Raz.
Wouldn't know. If any mage has attempted it, I doubt they've likely returned.
Mm-hmm.
I know it works
Anyway.
through hell.
I mean, if one group has any answers on that front for it, it'd probably be the gentleman.
Perhaps.
Mhm.
Telde. You're gonna. Oh, certainly. I'm out getting groceries right now, but please feel free to use my trees. Eden's blessings upon you.
Oh, that's
it
sweet.
appears that he is fine with that.
All right, good. All right.
I'm at the
I'm sorry.
shops.
Sorry again, Telde. It's just, I don't like to be rude. Okay, and then I'll go teleport everybody through the tree at the Yellow Shrine. Is the Yellow Shrine up north looking better?
Yes, it is actually. It's certainly not finished, but it is not quite so overgrown. The shrine itself has actually been cleared pretty well. The grass more approaching the sort of outer fields, still pretty overgrown. But the surrounding area is under
there
control.
Somebody putting up a sign, no giftins allowed, then seeing giftins like, oh, nope. Okay.
There is not, no.
Yeah. Gonna go shyly teleport everybody up to Windens.
All
Right.
right.
And you arrive within Winden, coming out of the tree as per usual. And yeah, doesn't seem to be any sign of Father Ted around.
Yep.
But you are back at the
Amazing,
familiar
that's-
hustle bustle of the Winden walls.
All right. Well, I guess this is where you're gonna part ways with us.
I I suppose we're walking in the same direction, at least, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess we are.
Besides, did you lock up?
I didn't.
Carrick was in charge.
And the
of doing
key.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, it's not locked.
There's a really good street vendor that does some really good meat on a stick. Not too far past the Hound and the Hydra. You should try it sometime.
I have to say, even when I had, well, basically immunity to most things, being an angel and all, I was very reluctant to try such things. You have any idea where that meat comes from? Because I don't, and that worries me.
Oh, I'm actually pretty sure it's rat, and that's fine.
Yes, it is totally fine to eat.
No, that's
I'm very surprised to hear you say that, Adelais.
I haven't killed any of us yet.
oh man, we'd have great parties when we got rat, right, honey?
Yeah, it's a feast for days.
Yeah.
There's a difference between rural country rat and city rat sewer.
Yeah, city rats you would not want to eat, I don't think.
I mean, country rats tend to be fatter too.
I mean, to be fair, I think me and Kara have eaten more things that you might find questionable.
Likely.
Fair enough, yes.
And fair, I'm probably on that list too, given depression and drinking.
Right. If you don't mind, if you're seeing, where are you going?
I need to go to the bank to get some money because we were originally going to bid on the Landor house, but I'm figuring if I lose, I'm probably just going to give the money to Baldir's kid. Which, but I'm just to pick up money. I think they're going to go see Lady Gentle.
Tomorrow.
What?
That's what we said, right?
No, I told you I was bringing you up here now.
Oh my.
We are here.
Maybe she will see us now.
You're going to make me teleport again?
Maybe she will see us now. We'll just
Raz,
go
I understand
to
your
the
feelings
library.
on this more than you.
I mean, don't we have to come get my grandpa at some point anyways?
Yeah,
Yes.
but I thought.
That's another day or two, though, so yeah.
Oh, well, okay, so I'm coming back to Wyndon a few more days this week.
You do realize she's pregnant,
RG's
right?
just gonna shrug her finger. RG's just gonna shrug and say, she's the one who freaking offered.
Gifton. And Erez is sort of coming over to you, holding Kare's hands, and he's leaning down a bit. Stop being so kind. Stop offering to do things for people. Take care of yourself. People have traveled by mundane means for centuries, millennia, what have you. They can do it.
Yeah, I'm teleporting them up here. It'll be fine. We're gonna be leaving to the woods soon anyway. Might as well get this out of our system. Oh, why don't we go up and pick up the house? That should be done.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice to see.
Hey, anybody want to come with us to go pick up? Well, you guys are busy. We're gonna go pick up the
I'll come.
house and get money.
I'll come with. I've got nothing else to do.
Hey, Raz, you want to come pick up the house? Oh, you're going to bed. Never mind.
I shouldn't go to bed at this time, but I'd like to get things in order if you don't mind.
All right, bye, Raz.
And to take care of yourself. Stop asking her to do things. And he says as he's sort of walking away.
Raz, it sounds like coming up a couple days. Can I pick up the reports then?
Can you pick up what?
The reports that I wasn't getting.
I was going to send them to you via normal means.
That will work. Thank you.
If you need them urgently, come get them not through her.
I will
They don't
find
have a non-means for me. They don't have a non-means for me that's safe.
Oh, dear.
No, that will work. I should be able to receive sendings now. I'm trying to keep the ring off when I can.
I was actually just going to have them shipped to you, but
That will work.
look,
Unless
we have sending capabilities. We will arrange it once I am back into work.
office.
If nothing
Take
is
care of yourself, Raz. And Ricky, I know you're there and don't appear, but you keep an eye on him and make sure he takes care of himself, okay?
Ricky
And
bobs.
I'm assuming invisibly you're bobbing right now.
Yes, he is.
He's also saying yes, and he apologizes for leaving my side. Rick, it's fine. Just take care of Raz.
There's a globe now pressing against Raz's face.
It's okay, Ricky. I feel bad we left his side too.
And he says, take care, little sister.
Aw, take care, Ricky. I love you, brother. And I love you also, brother.
Yes,
Okay.
I love you as well, which is why I stopped with the teleportation.
All right, and I'm going to limit my praying to a reasonable hour to you now, okay?
Oh, yes, please do. Unless you need to talk to me, he says with a smile.
You should still do it every now and again at early in the morning, just to keep on his toes.
No, I don't want to wake him up.
Oh, yes, I'm going to worry about that as well. How do you normally wake up on time?
Wake up.
I keep the count of the hour in my head.
Usually the thumping wakes me up.
Go buy a clock that goes.
What was that?
So I might have to invest in one of those.
Yeah, you might want. Yeah, I know. Well, you probably
It's
don't want
very
to.
nice to have a clock in one's head.
Yeah, you're gonna probably want to have a clock.
Yes, well, okay. I will see you all when I next see you.
All right, bye.
And, yes. So, are you all going to your places separately, or are you going together? What's happening?
RG's going with me. We're going to Santa Claus and getting money.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cass is following along.
I'm gonna check if Talia wants to go anywhere real quick before.
Can we stay south of town?
Sure.
Yeah, I think she doesn't want to go north.
Yeah. And yeah.
I'm actually surprised Talia went with us up here, but
I was figuring you should probably want to stay back there either.
Yeah.
No, she came along to be with you, but she
so-
wants to stay south side of the river.
Is Corvus really not going to go see Lady Gentle?
He is.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for everyone to figure out where they're going.
Until
I will
who's Talia
go-
going with?
I don't even know why I was coming.
I mean, you didn't have to if you didn't want to.
Did you want to stay behind? You didn't have to come.
Yeah, I guess I'd stay behind. Like, I have no
I
reason
have
to
to go,
go
'cause I
either
have to
direction, so...
Yeah.
I'll admit I wasn't sure why I was going, but I just kind of rolled with it.
Yeah.
Okay, Telday is left on, look after the
Watching
pets
the
duty.
Yeah. He's outside
Yep, that
outside
works.
walking.
You get
He's
those-
outside walking a blink dog.
And, you get those lovely tingling pets from the rust monster again.
It's gonna learn to eat you.
Okay. Alright. So, most of you head first to the bank because, it's on the way.
Yep.
How much money are you drawing out?
I am withdrawing 50,000 gold pieces
Okay.
in platinum.
In platinum? Okay. Alright, putting that in the bag
I am
of holding.
getting some money. I'm getting about 10 plat turned into gold
Okay.
of separate money. But yeah, put it all in the bag of holding. Yep.
Okay. Alright, anyone else drawing money up?
Cass is going to get about another 40,000, and then she'll actually drag the rest of them over to the jeweler.
I don't want to go to the jeweler.
Break down the platinum so it's not platinum.
I don't know. I can't give people gems.
I mean, you can, but you can't usually get.
You can't break it for change. I'm having issues with this. I'm basically going, yeah, but I can't pay Elias with a diamond. What's he going to do with it?
No, for the large volume of platinum that when you buy the Landor place.
Oh, but if I don't end up buying the Landor place, I want to give that money separately to the kid. And I don't want to just give him a big diamond, then he has to worry about trying to sell down there. It's easier if I bring him the money.
A diamond in a very rural setting is worthless. A diamond here has value.
I mean, it's good if you're buying the house, but it's not really good otherwise. But up here, it'd be great. At least I don't think it is, but that's up to you. This is Gifton speaking. So
I'm horrible.
Gifton doesn't understand why shiny rock important.
Out of character.
Shiny rocks are important.
Because I'm bad. 50,000 gold is 5,000 plat,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
I have an
mostly
honest
said
question that I just thought of.
8,000.
Was it supposed to be today or like tomorrow we were going to be bringing the Capes and them up here?
That's just later, vaguely in the week.
Okay.
I was
just
planning.
checking out.
I was
planning
planning that to be the day that we went and got your grandpa.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's why I was surprised. Oh no, I'm going tomorrow too, because I was like, oh no, I'm having a whole bunch of days this week. I'm coming.
Ours was basically going like, I'm not sure when we were going to get my grandpa, but we were doing that at some point.
Right. So
It's like whenever you want to fit in, I don't care.
you'll get money out if you so please.
Yep.
And some of you head up to Santa Claus's workshop. Who is quite pleased to see you come in, Gifton. You get that sort of bright-eyed smile hidden away amongst your sort of bushy beard and such.
Yep.
And Miss Brockren,
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
I figured out how to teleport. Magic is a great thing, apparently.
Oh, that it is. A very handy skill to have as well.
Yeah, so I figured we'd come check in, see how the house was, or because we were having to come up here for something else.
Oh, it's finished up. I was making a few extra pieces of furniture. Some I could finish pretty quickly. But everything you ordered, though, it's done.
Oh, great. I'm gonna be coming up in a few days. I was gonna probably bring my parents. I'm gonna, we'll take the house and we can go show it to them. But maybe we'll put in an order for something for them.
Oh, but certainly, I'm happy to take another order. Here. And he actually sort of heads out back real quick, and then comes actually wheeling it in on a trolley, even though he could carry it, you think. Is a rather large house. To call it his doll's house would be doing it a disservice. This is actually constructed, well, it's basically a scale replica of a house.
Wow, that's amazing.
And yeah, it is built very marvelously. It is down to your specs that you wanted, but well, the specs didn't do it justice. It is a beautiful thing.
Is there any way you could do like an extra 10 or 11 cribs up?
10 or so you're planning ahead quite a lot.
So we got a blessing.
Not as ahead as you think.
We got a blessing, and we're pregnant. Yay! But they don't normally do it with Fae, and we're having 12.
Oh well, congratulations, and condolences for the stress that you may encounter. I know what it is like to have many children.
Oh, did you have a lot?
Oh yes, quite a few. Not all at once, though. Not all at once.
This all at once business is going to be a bit, but if it takes time, that's fine. But we've got a while. But wouldn't mind to get some cribs made.
It's not hard work. I can certainly get that done for you.
Right.
When do you need them by?
If we could get them,
if you can give me a week at least, I can get them done.
Yeah, easily. We can do a week or two, and that would be fine.
Yes, certainly.
That'll probably be my last trip before I need to stay off my feet.
Well, again, you. Well, he sort of looks over at the group of you that have come into his workshop and goes, "I can tell you that you're a group of magical means. If you ever want to contact me magically, and I can arrange a delivery."
I gave him a sending stone.
You did.
So we're good.
If you ever want to contact me magically and arrange whatever kind of transport you want, I'm happy to do work at a distance.
All right, sounds amazing. Thank you so much. Can I buy the trolley?
Yes, certainly you can. In fact, you played more than enough, so please take it.
All right. I'm worried about us trying to pack that across town.
In fact, why don't I get some wrappings and padding for it?
Okay, thank you.
And he sort of hobbles back out again and comes back in with, it's basically just a paper wrapping, but he does so very vigorously. Ties it with string. That should, as long as you're not throwing it about, that should keep it safe.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Right, again, fully furnished inside, but I'll have the extra pieces done if you Are you going to? Will you be able to see me in a few days?
Yeah, we'll be definitely by in a few days.
Okay, and if you don't, then you can collect
And
it
if
with the
not-
cribs.
Yep, we can connect it with the cribs. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was a delight to see you again, and your friends. I've not seen some of you before.
Yeah,
Hello.
this is Corvus Adderlass, and I think you met Cassiopeia and RG. I think RG was with me last time, so yeah.
I was there the last time. I don't know if Cass was actually.
Cass was, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Cass found out that this and
Oh, right, yeah.
And Carrick, I think, is he with us?
No, we went.
Yeah,
we'd be going
Oh yeah,
to-
that's his
give
sound.
me
Yeah.
a note after that.
Yeah, and Telday's not with us, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's everybody.
No, unless there's anything I can do for any of you, I should get back to work.
No, of course. And we'll be bringing hopefully some young kids by when we come by in a few days.
What ages? What boys, girls?
One boy, and I'll guess that Corvus's nephew's about 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
And I think Melina's about 10. Or is she 8 as well?
She's I think she's at 9 at this point. Yes.
Yeah, and a young girl who's about 9.
Oh,
And-
what do they like?
Oh, Melina likes to play outside. She's always putting things in her pockets and collecting little bric-a-brac and feathers and things like that. And
She likes Fae and fairy tale. And that
she loves fae and fairy tales and princesses and stories and knights
likes
and all
books.
that. And he is a reader. He is very practical. He likes to learn.
This astute little boy, knowledgeable. That kind of.
Very. Yep.
Okay. Right, and a couple of days, you said.
Yep. Couple days.
Okay then. Well, I look forward to seeing them.
All right. I gotta get these folks going. I gotta travel them through the trees.
Be safe, please.
Will do. And thank you again.
And he smiles and sort of waves as you head on out. But you're able to trotting on out the your house.
Yep.
Which there's a whole new sense of paranoia now because your beautiful, beautiful house is here in the open on the streets. Well, covered up, but still, there's a hustle and bustle of city activity.
We're gonna very carefully go wait at the shrine for everybody now.
Okay. Which
So we're gonna go very
is
carefully
anyone
go
heading
through
with Corvus to the library?
I've got no reason to. As far as I can
I'm down south, so
Mhm.
I unfortunately need to guard my house, so I as much as my gut tells me I should be there, I'm not gonna be there.
Okay.
Actually, Cass will go to the library.
I am just imagining gifted on top with the bow drawn.
Right. So
The house.
Cassie and Corvus head to the library, which seems to be a bit active today. You can see a few noble men and ladies sort of coming in and out. And as you head on in, even looking off to the side into the main rooms of it, you can see people seated reading. And there's the usual unpleasant face of the scribe there, which is, for his credit, trying to mask the contempt this time around. And he just sort of nods as you enter. Gentleman, lady.
Good afternoon.
As her ladyship has requested, he just sort of waves his gesturing, go on ahead.
Okay.
So you just head into the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was her main office?
Her ladyship's office.
Yes.
She. Why do you ask?
We may have had a miscommunication. She was likely expecting me tomorrow. And I arrived today.
Well, if you wish to return tomorrow, then I'm sure she'll be happy to see you then.
So any possibility she can make arrangements today?
I mean, she is a very busy woman, and it would be quite a disturbance.
I understand that, so I'll appreciate that.
Which insight check if you both want to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very busy woman, which does not belay the fact that he probably could just arrange for you to see her. You can tell that he is just trying to brush you off in a way that isn't entirely apparent.
If she has any time today, it would be good for our magic users to not tax themselves in continual travels.
I will go see if she is available.
Again, you carry on my
I'll
apologies.
say, please.
That too.
Certainly. And he gets up, begrudgingly sort of starting to head upstairs.
And Cass is keeping her eye on him the entire time.
Yep, and as he finishes, you're waiting there for a good 10 minutes.
Do you just want to peruse the library, Cass, or... I mean, my questions are of the empty, so I don't know if you want to be a part of that or not.
Well,
And my mutual organization with her.
I'd rather be around in case.
Fair enough.
Also, she might have knowledge that I'm interested in that would be very bad for me just to ask. And she waves to the empty chair of the scribe. Ask him about.
Yeah.
After about 10 minutes, the scribe returns, and alongside him coming downstairs is Lady Gentle, who is wearing once again those very, very heavy leather clothes, although she does not have the visor on currently. But she's coming down alongside him and just giving you a quizzical look, eyebrows arched over those glasses of hers. And, Mr. Adlas, I thought you were arriving tomorrow.
Yes, minor apologies. I've had some communications issues with our teleportee.
I was a little curious why you sounded like you were questioning the statement.
Yeah, I then quickly realized that we were arriving today. So, again, my apologies if I disturbed any of your work.
I think that's no matter. Is this a private matter, or?
Yes.
Okay then, come along then.
Good day, Sir Scribe.
Yes, good
Cass
day.
is going to walk by. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, and she
What
did.
is his name? He asked Lady Gentle.
Oh God, why would you ask me such a thing?
Actually, Allie,
Yes.
we have to walk by this guy's desk.
Oh, does he have a nameplate?
Oh, he does not have a nameplate. No.
But does he have anything like small little objects, knickknacks on the desk?
There's pens arranged in a very orderly fashion.
Cass is going to swish her tail in such a way to smack something.
Just scatter his pins.
Alright, there. So you smack things, and one of the pens does actually go scattering off because they're light objects. Horsetail whipping sends it flying, and he lets out a sort of disgruntled sound. And
Cass is just going to look back innocently. Sorry.
I'd appreciate if you don't taunt him. I know he's a surly fellow, but...
Oh, very surly and very irritating.
Well, a lot of people are very irritating to other people. It's best in life to try and get by without stirring that. Especially in my library.
I apologize.
Wanted to know his name.
His name's William Harper.
Oh, he's going to be a Harper agent in a different life.
Nah, you're too surly for that.
Yeah, that's true.
And she leads you up to her, well, that what you're now starting to think is one of her offices. She seems to have just a few rooms set aside, or they may have multiple uses. But she essentially leads you into a private room and just sort of takes a seat, just as you do the same.
Thank you. Cass, you mentioned that you had some business, so please, after you.
Yes, Miss Gentle, Lady Gentle. I was wondering if your library might contain any information on Nephilim.
Nephilim? Well, there's a few myths and legend listed in some of the books out front. I have more concise stuff in my private collection.
I'm looking for more truth than falsehood.
Well,
or more truth rather than myth, I should say.
Fact.
Truth rather than myth.
What is fact?
Anything in particular you're wanting to know?
Everything.
Everything. Well, I can.
It's a big ask. I understand. It's just it is very important to myself.
I can let you read the book, but it won't leave the library, you understand?
That is perfectly fine.
Okay. Well, what about you, Mr. Edless? Are you here to find out about the Nephilim?
No, my dealings are with multiple questions that is rattling around in my head. So, just things that have to do with the empty, the Azoth.
You might want to show her your broken blade.
He will. The gentleman, just questions that are I need answers towards, and I was hoping just to have a conversation with you to see what I can glean and maybe have a direction henceforth for what I plan to do.
Oh, rather than telling me that you're going to be asking questions, why don't you ask one?
So, going through the empty, we've encountered the Azoth thing that hosts the eyes.
Yes.
Encountered it about 3 times now.
He's still alive.
Still alive. We've always managed to elude it. It has tried to come through. We figured out how to stop that. Basically, I don't know if you know this.
That's an odd behavior. What do you mean it's tried to come through?
It followed me out, or tried to follow me out, after our encounter.
Yes, that try part, I want you to elaborate on that.
It was pushing itself through the tear. As my eyes remained open, it could continue to stress that tear and open it further. If I shut my eyes, it begins to seal it away.
Makes very little sense. Every Azoth encountered by the gentleman has had no problem making its own tears.
Interesting. The third encounter, I've actually had a physical encounter with it. No, second physical encounter. I think it bit me.
It bit you.
That was the dreamer that bit you.
No, the Azoth bit me. Was it the Azoth?
No, that was when
No,
the
you
mouth
got
of the dreamer
bit by the
bit you. The dreamer bit you in the back.
Or whatever those creatures were.
The Azoth snapped the end of your sword
Okay,
off.
so never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah.
The next encounter was a bit more physical, as if I may, he'll pull the sheath and cane up and pull it out.
What did you do?
I hit something in it, or it snapped the blade, one or the other. But as my blade went through it, I met a physical resistance within the center of it, and then the blade kind of rolled off of it and came out looking like this.
Try not to think of there as being a center or anything. the form of the Azov that we behold, it's much like a blink dog. You know what a blink dog is, yes?
Yes, it looks very houndish.
Actually, the space beast is what I mean. Have you encountered the
Not
space
familiar.
beasts?
Yes, on the river. Yes.
I actually figured the way that Azoth works is it's existing in multiple states of time at
You-
the same time, and you're trying to hit where it wants
You know
to be
how
right
they
then.
project themselves to make it harder to hit them? They're not really where they appear to be.
Hmm.
It's much like that with an Azov, only it's more warping the dimensions around it. And I don't mean dimensions in planes, I mean as in, well, she
It's
sort of folds a piece of
physical.
paper. The dimensions,
yeah.
its existence here.
Right. But I hit it.
Yeah, blows do happen.
And our friend Telde was doing damage to it, and it was damaging in other parts of its body.
Oh, they're quite killable. Very tough, but killable. But
Is
shouldn't
that how the eyes get removed, or is it?
hunting an
more
Azov?
of a-
Yes.
It's missing its eyes, though, or is missing a set of its eyes. So it's always regenerating as a new entity of itself.
We don't tend to let them survive long enough to find out whether they regenerate or not. They escape easily, unfortunately. Which quite a few have. Before that, they can be harvested fully. It's entirely possible that your one is one of those failed harvests.
Ah, okay. So you kill them and harvest all the eyes before it fades out of reality.
More before it becomes too dangerous to be around. A dead Azov is, in some ways, more dangerous than a live one.
Not, well, I'm not gonna lie. What happens if I do kill it?
If you do kill it, I suggest you get away from it within a span of a few hours. They poison the air, they poison the earth, they poison everything. Much
Would
like
be
that stone I
easier-
have in the room we first met in.
Would it be easier to kill it in the empty or in the mortal realm?
Couldn't say. Never really encountered them in the empty.
Everything goes quiet. It's like when a predator is in a forest.
You have to understand, you're talking about hunting things in empty. We traverse very quickly. That is all.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Really, one of the things that has me curious is that I'm sure you are familiar with our friend, the general. He spoke with you.
Which one? The High General? Yes, the Angel.
The angel, yes. He gave us a shard of sorts that allowed us to end the life of the man that had these eyes. When he tried to teleport, when he tried to slice the reality, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
Does that have a similar effect to the Azovs?
Do you have any other shots for me to see?
I don't believe I do.
I have been threatening you with that arrow for a while.
Yes.
I'm afraid I couldn't say offhand.
Okay.
It's entirely possible that the gentlemen have information about it, but not knowing what the substance is, I can't say.
Gifton has one remaining arrow of it, so I may beseech her in trying to gain it for your study, I suppose. That answers multiple questions. He's flipping through his journal as he's doing this.
Tell me,
Yes.
you vanished. I don't
you
mean
saw
just
that.
Of course I saw it.
Yeah, this, which arm is it? This arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Time. I went to a different time.
Oh, really now?
Probably twice.
Past?
And
Future?
Past and the future.
How
The
far?
past, not sure about the past, but the destination was the headquarters of the gentleman. The Great Hall, the meeting hall. Are you familiar with this place?
Yes, I am. How do you know where it is?
I trace the path from when the recruiter came to collect me.
It doesn't work like that, or shouldn't work like that.
I'll be right
Well,
back. People yelling outside.
I stood in the place where he came out of. I concentrated on it. I saw a path fading, went in through it. Does she know about the dreamer?
Yes, she knows about the dreamer. We had a long talk
Okay.
with her about the dreamer. She's very scared of that.
Which
is why we had her talk with Raziel after and we made arrangements.
Right.
Yep.
I rendezvoused with, or made contact with the dreamer, who asked me for a favor. I did the favor, and he helped me do what I needed to do. Though I was always, I guess, predestined to go there, he just ensured that I went there.
Oh, in that case, could you take me to tomorrow?
I could. I may have to go back to Dovewood to do it, because that's where the path originated from. Or I could just, I see it, so I could just try to see it in the empty.
Well, I have tomorrow free, thanks to someone asking me to clear my schedule. So how about I meet us here in this room tomorrow?
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Which I suppose we should wait a moment to see what Cass's reaction to this, because this is a bit of an important conversation. Carrick.
Yes.
Talia is down near the docks with you, as that's where your wandering is taking you, and there is some commotion at one of the docks.
Oh God! Please don't.
A large crowd gathered around something, seemingly trying to clamor to get to one spot, and she's sort of peering over curiously. What's going on there?
Let's go see.
And as you come on over, you hear the shouting of, one at a time, ladies and gentlemen, please, one at a time. There's more than enough to go around for everyone. Come try our marvelous chilled cream.
Oh, ice cream.
And and
So upset somewhere.
and as you sort of come over to the crowd, do you want to push your way through? Do you want to hang out the edge? What do you want to do? Do you want to charm your way through?
Character can do what he does, which is try to charm his way through.
Okay.
Shall I get some for both of us?
I don't know what it is, but sure. Right, give me a persuasion roll, please, Becky. Yeah, you're easy. You sort of push your way through, but in that sort of very nice apology. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm just moving through sort of thing that doesn't get people angry at you. And you're able to move on through Talia, and there is this strange metal cart set up, and there is a man who seems to be, pouring cream onto a plate and then sort of mashing it about oddly, and it is congealing into this mass.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
My brain knows what this is outside of just ice cream.
And it is a drow gentleman. Hi, Toby. And the stout gentleman sort of looks up with a wide smile as he come on over. He's like, hello, my friend. Would you like to come try this marvelous new invention?
What is it?
It is a wonderful chilled milk. And look, we have an assortment of fruits that we can add into it. We even have some very rare chocolate that is very lovely.
Sure. How about 2?
2?
For my lady back there.
Would you like them served up? Look, we have these marvelous, nice cones. We can serve it up for you in fruit. What would you like in it?
Let's try it. Have I had chocolate? I'm not sure how. When you say rare,
I bought chocolate for
We've
everybody.
had
That's right.
chocolate,
We've had
yeah.
chocolate,
You have.
and we did go to the Fancy King's party, so
Yeah.
you had
Yes.
good chocolate
But
too.
yeah, you've seen chocolate. This stuff looks a little paler than most of the chocolate you've seen.
Let's try one with chocolate and one with fruit.
Oh, very good, sir. Very good. And yeah, he does start to make this on this. You can see how cold this metal plate is in front of him. Like it's visible. There's frosting on it.
See, this is amazing to me because I have made ice cream this way before. It's amazing to do.
Just like waiting for Gifted to find out if that character sees this.
And soon enough, it is being served to you. It's not a cone as we know it. It's this more sort of bowl shape. But they are handed. It's almost shell-like, in fact. But they are they are handed over to you, and it is 5 silver pieces apiece. If you do, please, sir.
I will hand him a gold piece.
Expensive ice cream.
Thank you very much,
Ice
sir.
cream is
Please
expensive,
do
if you think about
enjoy.
Definitely. I'm going to take that gold piece away before I forget. And no, we're not going to fly away because that would distract from the gentleman making his money. I will tend
Wander away
to
with
need to make
Talia.
another roll.
Nah, you can easily get away. Yeah.
Getting away is easy. Getting in's out
Yeah.
hard because people want to let you out so they can take your spot.
Yep. And Talia seems to just sort of be holding it, and it's cold like ice.
Yes, there was frost on the stone he was working with.
How did
Something-
you do that? It's magic.
Probably. I could probably do something similar with.
There's an ice mythic underneath it blowing up.
How do we?
Lick it.
And she slowly sort of raises it to her mouth and takes a big bite.
Good fight. Oh no!
Yes.
Giant bite.
And there's a momentary look of delight on her face, and then it scrunches.
It contorts and twists.
I'm sorry to laugh on a character, but sorry to not.
Oh no, not like that, not like that.
Okay. Let's. I'm gonna
Oh.
get us a little ways away, and I'm gonna pull out the mess kit from my my bag of holding and pull out. Look at it. Pull out spoons. Hand her a spoon.
When you do that, there is a tiny little wooden, basically fork thing, just a little split at the end that was pushed into the ice cream.
Oh,
The precursor to the spork.
I'm imagining it as the little stabby things that they use in the Korean food.
Yeah, basically.
I have linked what I believe Talia just did.
Tell ya, no.
Stop showing off in front of Carrick.
The whole town of Wyndon does not need to see that.
City.
City, yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to use the little wooden.
Yep, you're able to get a little bit of this iced cream as it is onto the end of it, scoop it into, and yes, it's very pleasant. It's chill, it's creamy, and you can taste a little bit of that chocolate to it.
Have you've been here? Have you ever seen this here?
No, never. Never even heard of this.
I might have to see if I can make some of this and we get a little more settled down in a place.
You think you could?
If I can get something cold enough, I should be able to. Out of character is really bad at planning.
I will point out, you do know that I have all sorts of cool ice powers now.
I also have the dragon's breath
Cool.
spell.
To the Goliath lands.
Yeah.
It's cold down there.
No, I'm totally just gonna cast dragon's breath on Dingus. Use cold.
I mean, that works.
I mean, Dingus will get share of it. So
Fingers be like, yes, we do cold now.
I mean, the other spell is probably a little overkill because cold.
Yes, you are able to spend a nice little bit of time enjoying ice cream with Talia. Alright, back to the library. Cassie?
Yes.
Lady Gentle, Corvus brought up the whole time shenanigans a little bit, and Lady Gentle has asked him to take her to tomorrow, where she has a free schedule, and will meet them there.
At the headquarters.
At the library.
The library, where you are right now, in this room, probably.
Yep.
She wants you to take her right there to right there.
It should be no small feat, no distance traveled, yes.
Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, okay. I misinterpreted all of that.
Yeah, she wants you to take her to the next day, right where she is.
Mm-hmm. And she wants to meet herself there.
Okay. Wait.
Didn't
If we do that, you will be here, and you will also be here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've always wanted to meet myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Why? Time shenanigans doesn't really have.
I'm not exactly going to be able to give myself great knowledge of the future from a day off, am I?
No, but
Paradox thoughts. I don't know if we have these.
yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we don't. We haven't seen the majority of the movies.
Because the dreamer didn't really say anything about being careful with it.
Nope.
And Raz is the only one to say, well, it's time, you can maybe change it.
Yep. Oh, come on, it's Corvus. He'd do it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do it, but Corvus would do it.
I mean, I could. I thought that you wanted to go to the headquarters, not.
I can do that anytime.
Okay. Sorry, my misinterpretation of what you were entailing.
Well, I do have some mild concern about your blade.
Well, that was kind of my next couple of questions. But back onto this. The only thing was that General Razel mentioned that time is interesting, that it can lead to things changing, but I mean, I don't.
It's only a day, and it's only her.
Here, don't do unprotected rituals.
Yeah.
But this isn't a ritual. This is not even magic.
Corvus?
Yes.
No.
No?
Sorry, Lady Gentle, but no. I think the best term is shenanigans are involved, and I don't really think Lady Hea would be appreciative of the shenanigans.
We don't even know if it's her powers, though.
Could you explain?
We've already kind of done a little bit of this.
Oh, big shenanigans. Don't want to get involved in that again.
Listen, do not let the gods rule your decision making.
Oh, she's good.
We're not letting them rule our decision making. We just don't want to get them involved in having to correct anything again.
That's not good. That's bad.
It's harmless.
Well, if you are hesitant to do it, then I will not push. I just thought you were a man of discovery, Mr. Atlas. But it can wait.
Oh, the buttons have been pushed.
It would be interesting to see, but
Somebody who actually understands you. Look at what you could learn.
let me finish this sort of scenario. The second time was in the future, in a year from now, which I left myself a note, so about things to come, to let us know now in this timeline.
Yes.
The first dragons will arrive. One of them. In
Where?
a year. At the moment, Dovwood.
That's quite troubling for Dolford, and then for the rest of us.
Indeed. We are trying to figure out if we can change its location of arrival. Or not have it arrive at all.
I suppose at that point you'd have to find out why it's arriving in Dolford to begin with.
Right.
So, let's leave this time travel thing. I will not force it. But you can come and get this this book that I said you can read tomorrow.
Breaking his pencil.
I'll leave the book here for you tomorrow in this room, she says with a smile.
Last couple of questions, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Does a Herr Fisher have any bearing to you?
Herr Fisher?
Yes.
No. What's that?
So, you mentioned before that there was things with my family, and it seems that Herr Fisher was part of that, and he was part of the gentleman.
Hexenreicher, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Not a member I'm familiar with.
That leads me...
Might be from before my time. I could certainly look him up in the rolls.
When my father was probably my age or younger, or a little bit older. 20, 30 years.
Oh, next time I go back to our lovely secret base that you so stumbled into, I'll look him up in our logs.
I should have done that.
Yes, why didn't you?
I was kind of at the idea that it may have something to do with my family still, which it's still very apparent that it does. I just looked under my name, or family name. There was nothing.
Should have stuck around, looked at more.
There was the arrival of the others that I didn't know how it would be.
Like Dalit?
Where exactly did you arrive?
The meeting hall with the big dictionary book.
There's at least 6 off chambers from that. You could have headed south into one of the dining halls. You do realize there's barely 3 or 4 people there at a time, yes? Lots of places to hide.
I was not aware of that.
You're a sneaky roguish type, aren't you?
Yes.
I suggest you do some of that sneaky roguing.
I have intentions to do that. I wanted to touch bases with you first.
Well, bases have been touched. I suppose I can give you these things that you desire, and wistfully wish for something that you will not provide. But
why are you holding back from such a woman?
Still, Knowing what you're
Come on,
doing, I shall watch your
Corvus.
tracker quite carefully and see if I can figure something out myself.
Oh, it's because
Quick,
it's
you must
true.
take her in a
Cassie
manly
told him
fashion.
Not to.
Come on, Corvus, this is the way to show that you have no affection for Cassie. Take Lady Gentle right now, in this room, all the way to tomorrow.
No, Corvus has been thinking about this whole conversation stuff, and it just keeps coming up. No, you are right, Lady Gentle. Not knowing things is troubling, and it's just going to bug me until I do it. So, Cass, you will have a book tomorrow, and we shall see you there.
Don't.
Goodbye. Slash.
Unless, Lady Gentle, you have to make preparations for that.
I mean, I assume I will make the preparations once you bring me back here. I do
Fair
expect
enough.
this to be a two-way trip. I don't even know what effects you'd experience if you dwelt entirely in a different timeline than your original one.
No idea.
Nor do I really want to have my own company consistently. Well, I suppose if you didn't bring me back here, I wouldn't experience that.
No.
Well, if I don't beat myself here, then I know that you plan to abandon me, so please don't.
But as long as everything works, we go in, see you, and then leave? Or do you want to have a conversation with yourself?
I might have some questions. I'll have to think about them when I get back.
Because you would probably then see yourself again. Yeah, okay, this is going to be exciting.
Slash.
You're going to come along, Cassie?
Cass is actually kind of grinding a hoof into the floor and tiny bolts of lightning coming off of it.
Go into the empty with them, Cass. This is your chance. You could fight the dreamer.
You can also fight an Azov if it shows itself.
Yeah, come on, Cass. You know you want to go. You know you want to go, Cass.
Do you have any idea how bad of an idea this is? It'll kill us.
Oh yeah, but we don't know that.
Are you gonna let your true love Corvus just run away with this lady who seems to understand somewhat?
Bye.
Allie, I would like to drop a lightning bolt in Dolewood.
Well, you have your mechanical means of doing so, which is projecting one directly from yourself.
Just cut Corvus, and if she comes, she comes.
Are you telling that to?
Oh,
Wow.
Corvus will stand up with sheath in one hand, blade in the other.
Come on, Miss Dillshot, it's an adventure, isn't it?
It's a bad idea.
Most
We
great...
don't know it's a bad idea until we do
Also,
it. It's
frankly,
the
most great
problem of
advancements are
discovery.
founded on bad ideas.
Exactly.
Why do
And
I just think Cassie's
Cass,
ears are like full flat back.
and think of it this way, Cass. Gifton never wants me to go in there alone.
I approve.
Come, you can't leave him to whatever's preying on him in there, or maybe my own nefarious deeds.
Corvus, you've heard what they say, what happens to
Corvus,
the
just cut it.
owls in there.
Just cut Corvus.
Do you have any idea
Do
what
it.
sort of detritus effect
Do
this
it.
might have on me?
Shing!
Oh, you fucking idiot.
You come on, Cass, 'cause I'm going in.
And you first, Miss Dillshot, or me?
You all have to go first.
Oh, and I'm
am
quite
the
aware
last
of that
to go.
mechanic.
Yes.
Cass will walk by him. I hate you so much.
Love you too.
Is stepping through, Cass?
Yes.
Alright, Cass steps through, and Lady Gentle quickly follows behind. And then you, Corvus.
And Corvus will try to advance a day.
Alright. So, Cass.
Huh.
You step into the empty, your hooves falling into this strange puddly murk, and everything feels still and silent around, although there is this unknowing sense that something is watching you directly behind you. Almost like there is breath on the back of your neck.
Yes.
You know, I really hate this place. Get through here so we can go, please.
I have to go, and you have to go ahead of me. So if you stand still, we all stand still. Okay.
Something's watching me.
I know there is.
Yes,
And I want to turn around and blast it right now.
oh,
Don't.
certainly don't do that. I'd hate to lose you in here, as I'm sure Corvus would.
Only one of us can turn around.
This is the first time I
Oh,
felt
two
something
have turned
watching
around.
me.
Oh, this is like all the time for me.
Oh,
Every
good for
waking
you.
second. Because I see it all. No, be quiet so I can focus.
Cassie.
Cass,
Turn
Cass perks up, her ears swivel backwards.
join us.
What was that?
Join us.
Turn around.
Don't, Cass. Just keep going
Right,
forwards.
Go now. Go now. Now.
Cass,
Aren't we
quiet.
family?
Corvus will concentrate on the next day.
Alright, give me an intelligence roll, Corvus.
Intelligence.
Do you have an inspiration?
Guess who doesn't?
Golly, there's one on the party pool,
Oh,
but I guess you don't matter.
Right,
See, there's definitely one in the.
Corvus makes a slice, a jagged slice in the air, rending more than sighting open this portal, which, Cass, you heading on through?
Yes.
Right, you head on through, followed by Lady Gentle, and then Corvus, you step on through.
Yep.
Okay. And you arrive basically just, a scant few feet from where you entered, in the same room, and sitting at the desk, looking up at herself, who just stepped through, is Lady Gentle, in more casual attire this time. And it's like, oh, I thought my watch was off. I expected you a few minutes ago.
There was some delay looking at Cass.
And
Cass is turning around and looking Corvus dead in the eye. They are in there.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot how worried you were about that. Still, decent trip, and Lady Gentle nods at herself, as disturbing as all other times. So this is the next day. Well, today for me, next day for you. It's been a slow day, frankly, thanks to somebody. And both of them look at you, Corvus.
I had miscommunication issues. My apologies. Take the day off.
And I'm sure you have many questions because, well, I spent the entirety of the previous day thinking about them, today for you. But I did compile some things I thought about, what I'd want to know, looked it up. You know how it goes. And Lady Gentle goes, not quite, but I assume I'll figure it out. Yes, a little bit. Still some puzzlement.
This is entertaining.
And, here's the book, Mr. Adelas. I did say it'd be here for you.
Miss
What?
Outerlast.
Mister.
But I didn't ask for a book.
Yes, you did. The book, the Cassie, rather. Book on Nephilim.
Yep.
Okay.
You
thank you.
take the book,
She's gonna start pouring over it.
give it to Cass.
Cass is clutching it with a death grip and kind of scooting into a corner.
I want you to take that with you and give it over to me when you're done in the past. I want to see if I end up with 2 copies of it or if, well, I want to see how this works.
Interesting. Just read the book or hold on to it, Cass.
I'm time shenanigans.
And-
Cassie's so pissed.
And Lady Gentle, you're looking quite lovely today. Here, a few useful things. And she basically pens a letter to her past self.
What did my eyes see with this? Do they look normal? There's no
Yeah, they look
weird.
just as she always does. Just two of her.
Okay.
Well, I mean, take heart. Apparently, you make it back. Or do you?
Apparently.
Apparently, she makes it back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's reading a letter right now. Grab his sword and run.
Mhm. Well, if I recall correctly, you are going to be leaving about now, so I suppose this is farewell.
I guess it is.
Mm,
Pleasure to, I don't know, see you again.
yes, and thank you for the experiment.
Anytime.
And your Lady Gentle is basically opening up the letter, just looking it over as she sort of waits for you to open up another tear.
And he will do the same. Now, if we keep on doing this, the Azov may arrive.
Would be quite
As he
unfortunate,
slices.
the future one says.
And
This is where we find out Lady
Mm.
Gentle
Cass.
is an anti-Azov. God.
Cass is wibbling and holding the book like a blanket as she goes in.
Holding it tight.
Right, you step on in, Cass, followed by Lady Gentle, and as you step in, Corvus, the future Lady Gentle, just sort of still sitting there, goes, Mr. Adelas,
yes.
I do apologise.
Apologize.
And she just smiles and leans back a bit. You better hurry, you don't want to leave your friend's thing in there.
Right. And he'll go through.
Right, and you step on through.
And he will focus on returning at the location previous.
Cass, you step on through, and yep, there is that familiar, that turn. And the quick footfalls of Lady Gentle moving past you.
Cass is going to trail along with Lady Gentle.
And Corvus, you see them both moving ahead.
Why are you going that way?
Oh, we've got to get out.
Follow me, or will I lead you? You
No.
know this.
This is quite important, I'm afraid. So, do take her out where you need. And she's pulling out a dagger.
What?
And she just slices directly in front of her and is through.
Oh, you just showed her how to time travel.
Yep.
And that rift closes up. And you're left there with Cass.
All right, this way.
Cass is staring at that location. I'm so blasting her when I get the chance.
That may be in due time.
Either she knows how to time travel or she's gone somewhere else to be two places at once. I don't know.
Are we supposed to turn around in here?
Or
No!
or this is why we couldn't get a hold of her
Turn around and look
yesterday.
where you are.
Hand on her rump.
Oh God.
Oh, you're gonna
Hope you-
get kicked. Don't get kicked. Don't get kicked. She's gonna kick you.
This way.
She's gonna lightning.
Lightning kick.
Cass is going to back up.
Are you backing up, are you?
Cass is backing up.
Yes. Closer.
No, I can't hear that.
Nope.
Cass, no.
Forward suddenly.
Closer. No.
Corvus, can we exit elsewhere, please? Please.
We're exiting where it's destined to exit. Now stop moving around
No,
Yeah,
no,
there's
keep moving
bullshit in here.
forward.
and move forward.
Stop moving around, but move forward.
Yeah, I'm not coming. God damn it, Cass is
I like to think she's just stomping in that murky water, just angry.
Cass is actually going to push off on all fours then through the portal.
There is no portal to push through, not until he
There's
opens
no
one.
portal.
Yeah. Right.
The fucking portal.
There is the destination directly ahead, Corvus.
And he will go and slice it.
You lift your arm to slice, and then your back feels like it's on fire. There is a sudden pain that shoots through from a very familiar wound.
He will yell out, buckling forward, but will continue to slice.
All right, give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Right, you feel your arm weaken, and your muscles spasm, flex, and you almost let go of the blade. But you grip it just enough to carry it forward into the slice, opening up the rift. Yes, freedom.
Yeah, but Corvus just
Do you want to?
He'll push Cass.
Cass is
I think
leaping
you're in a
through,
way.
grabbing him by his collar. As she clears, she's yanking him.
Okay. You jump on through, putting him as you go. I need a dexterity save from your Corvus to keep your orientation.
Okay. Does it proc with the rogue stuff or just straight save?
I'll let it proc with the rogue stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay. So Cass grabs your collar, and unfortunately she jars you as she pulls you, twisting you around as the momentum on the back of your collar brings you whirling, essentially, facing backwards into the empty.
Okay.
And Cass, you're through the portal, Corvus tumbling down beside you.
Cass is skidding to a halt and drawing Tempest.
And the rift remains open as Corvus does not move.
Corvus?
Sorry, that's my medical alerts. I can't turn those off.
That's all right.
Corvus?
Corvus is unresponsive. And that rift stays there, shimmering open. And
Lay Gentle's not there because she's time. Yeah,
and it's because Corvus technically hasn't left.
the rift remains.
Cass is going to poke her head back in.
do you wanna?
Are you gonna face into it? Oh no!
At this point, there really is no choice. because
Yeah,
you can't close the rift.
Yep,
If
go
she-
in.
All right. You're gonna push your head through.
Cass is closing her eyes as she does so, and she's just like, "I'm not supposed to look."
Okay. You push your head through the rift, and something smothers your head.
No.
It's almost
Cass is
liquid-like, wrapping around you. Yet there is tension, grip.
Cass is pulling back.
All right, strength check, please, Cass.
Strength check. Let's say check.
Oh no!
Really?
Wow, Cassie, no!
Cassie, your nose feels filled, your mouth forced open, and it feels like you are drowning briefly. Liquid forced down your throat, almost like it's invading your lungs. You want to rage?
Rage.
Okay.
And I'm blasting whatever's directly in front of me.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me a lightning check. Do your damage
I'm
roll.
going with big lightning on this.
And I'll let you have another strength saving throw at advantage. Okay.
Really?
You don't need much though. That's fine. Yeah, there's
You
a
just needed
bolt.
better than an 8.
Yeah, you needed a 10. The bolt of lightning goes off, and you suddenly feel this invading presence around your face lessen, and you're able to pull back. And as you do, you hear Corvus gasp, as if suddenly taking in breath. And that rift closes. Corvus.
And Cass, as it's closing, Cass is throwing another bolt through it.
Well, you then basically impact the back of the library's little office room.
Oh.
Uh,
If it's closing that fast, never mind.
it's very rapid. Corvus, your eyes open. You're staring up at the ceiling of this office, and you cannot remember what just happened.
Ow. Don't pull so hard next time.
You remember being yanked, and now you're here.
Ugh.
And Cass is arcing off of everything right now.
Why? Stop. You're going to burn down the library. Stop, Cass. Seriously. You don't want to piss her off. Ugh. He was set
Piss
up.
her off?
Don't destroy her office.
Cass actually has that split-second look of, good idea.
No. Whatever she's doing something. It's something to keep appraise of. This is a two-way street. Right now, it may look one way.
I mean, if she did what I think she did, she just made a duplicate version of herself that the gentleman won't be keeping track of.
Mm-hmm.
Because I bet you they keep track of her comings and goings. Otherwise.
And with the time skipping, they can't keep track of that.
Yep.
Because she knows that now.
Mm-hmm.
Cass is going to toss the book on the desk.
Well, we wanted to read it. Oh, God.
And Cass is hauling him up. Let's go.
You're not going to read it?
No.
Cass, don't. Just read the damn thing.
It says
Corvus,
I prepared
right now,
explosive
I am
drinks
both
today.
incredibly angry. I would say I'm approaching Michael. And I'm incredibly scared. So please don't try to force me to do anything. We're leaving. And Cass is actually going to leave.
Okay. You walk on out. Are you grabbing the book, Corvus, or are you leaving it there?
She said it couldn't leave the library, so.
She didn't
Well,
say
it
that.
technically hasn't. There's two of them.
She also said she'd get it back to us in a couple days. She'd get it back from us next time she saw you.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Corvus?
Grab it. You're
He's gonna grab
you're
it.
rogue.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they tell you to do some of that roguish, sneaky stuff?
Yeah, she did.
Right, you pick up the book, tucking it away as you follow Castone out. And, yeah, you're not disturbed as you leave the library.
Cass was actually walking by Mr. Harper, looking at him. Sorry about that earlier. I apologize. You have a good day. And Cass is just going to keep going.
Good day to you, ma'am. Sir, he says as you head on by as well, Corvus.
Harper.
The eyes narrow a little bit. Alright. Okay.
I think you dislocated my shoulder.
Yeah, well, I almost got drowned.
Why did you almost get drowned? You went through the thing. Did you fall in a bucket?
No, I poked my head back through because you weren't breathing.
What?
You came through. You weren't breathing. You weren't moving. You weren't responding.
I wasn't through. I was still in there, stopped at the edge of the portal.
No, you weren't. You were pretty much dead on the floor, and the portal wasn't closing.
Allie?
You remember being turned around and waking
No.
up.
What was the scene? Was Corvus inside still?
You don't know.
Inside the empty.
You don't know.
For Cass's
She doesn't know. She
vision.
didn't see.
Oh, she does. Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
As far as you're aware, you went through the portal, although you must have been knocked out when she pulled you through, at least briefly.
Why did you turned around and
Went back in.
Why did you go back in? I was out.
I don't know.
She shouldn't have been able to go back in, Corvus.
You shouldn't have been able to. I was out. The portal should have shut.
You were out, but the portal didn't shut. And when I poked my head through, something grabbed my face and tried to drown me.
It's the thing that
Cassie
keeps
can't
on
be
telling
drowned
you
by water, so this is a terrifying thing for her. This is the first real experience.
It's the things that tell you to turn around. That's what they do.
Yeah, and you want to hear the really screwed up part about that? They were calling me family.
Because you are. And he lifts the book up.
Yeah, and, well, I poked my head through, something grabbed me, tried to drown me, so I zapped it. Really heavily. And
but
then
I was...
let go, and then you woke up, and then the portal closed. So...
What you don't know is the empty is actually where dead horses go.
Mm-hmm. The empty was affecting me outside of it.
I don't know.
Well, if I was unconscious...
I think you were dead. You weren't responding. I don't think you were breathing.
Do I remember the pain? Like the onset of it?
Oh, yeah.
There was that stab of pain. And I remember slicing it open and going through.
That's when I grabbed you. I jumped through. You came through and slammed right into the floor and didn't move. You didn't say anything. You didn't respond. The portal stayed open.
He will tear off his glove off his left hand and look at the forearm.
It is. What are you looking for exactly?
Any change?
Not that you can see.
I need a mirror. We need to find a mirror.
Well, when we get back to Dolvewood, there are mirrors in the rooms.
All right.
And you make your way through town. Eventually, all of you are able to meet up again. Mm-hmm. I assume down by the Ilan Temple.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The big group arriving down there first. Carrick and Talia soon coming on by, and eventually,
I'll have the ice cream.
Yeah, you still have the ice cream. It might be a bit melty by now.
Yeah, it's a bit melty by now.
I'm gonna test a theory, maybe.
Which Talia's like, Gifton, look at this.
What is that?
They freeze cream.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, here, try some.
I'll try a little bit.
It's cold.
Take a bite. Oh, why?
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
Oh,
It
wow.
must
Why does that hurt? Oh, but I like it.
It tastes good,
though.
right?
It must be based
Yeah, how do
on
we
your
make that?
size.
How do we make that? Because I can make things cold.
The Carrick says he might know how.
Yes, I might be able to replicate it.
Can we make that down in Beacon?
Yes.
All right.
We got it from this drow man that was at the docks.
It was a drought.
Sound a little bit like Doran.
That's racist.
That was out of character comment anyway.
I mean, that's how they sound, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know. I only know.
I think this is the
Denora.
second one I've
Actually,
ever
I met
met.
the one lady, but she didn't talk much. Yeah, but see, we got the house all wrapped up, ready to go.
Oh, and there's
Her yet?
as you're sort of whispering to Carrick, she's like, "Oh look, there's Cassie and Corvus."
I was about to.
Just do it. Just do it right now. Come on,
Carrick-
it's magical. She's happy.
Talia?
Mm-hmm.
And Carrick should
A
get down.
spoon with ice cream.
No. Well, she might be.
Yeah, she's still holding that shell of ice cream.
He's just gonna get down one knee and reach into his pouch and pull out the ring.
This is gifted.
Oh no, she's praying.
Those are a lot of prayers.
Talia, would you do me the honor of marrying me?
There's that sort of little slop sound as the ice cream gets dropped onto the ground.
Oh no!
Getting cries.
I had set mine down. So
Talia looking at you wide-eyed before she sort of leans down, arms going around your neck, almost jabbering, crying.
Whispers no.
No, never. As she goes, yes, yes.
Oh, thank God! I was worried she was gonna say no.
And the sight of elated and tearful Talia is what Corvus Cassie arrived to, her clinging to Carrick as the ring is put on.
Corvus, Cassie, he finally asked her.
Splendid. Congratulations.
I'm gonna take my sending stone out to RG. He's right there next to me. RG, he finally asked her.
I'm right here.
Oh yeah, sorry, I couldn't see you around the house.
There.
All right, well, let's get going. We're burning daylight, and some people need to go use their crazy vision around the Landor estate.
Yes.
Lady Dental, all right?
She won't be next time I see her.
Yeah.
It's a story.
Yeah. 1 second. My hands together briefly. Hey, Zachiel, I'm gonna open up the trees again if you want to go for a ride. I'm okay with you. I'm doing this internal.
Yeah.
Monologue. You can come along, but I know you probably can't. You probably can't. But if you want to come through again, I don't mind. Goodbye, Zachiel. And then I'm gonna open up the trees.
Corvus. You can actually see appearing in the air, quite suddenly, a very nervous-looking angel.
Guten Tag.
Who appears to be sort of looking around as if trying to spy if an angry goddess is going to smite her.
I'm doing an out loud prayer to everybody else going, hey, I just prayed to let Zachiel come by to go through the trees with me. Please don't, rip her wings off or hurt her because she's my friend, okay? But I don't think she's actually going to come because you sounded really scary when you told her not to come. So anyway, but I hope you're doing okay, sweetie. Bye-bye. We got to tell you about ice cream later.
She's right there.
And Corvus, you're getting some gestures.
Right there.
I'm gonna hand my ice cream over to Talia.
No, he is going to. When Gifton finishes, he's going to say Guten Tag.
Hi, yeah, I see you, Corvus.
Hello. It is good to see you all again.
Gifton never caught on to the slang that we are using. All right, but I'm gonna.
Corvus going. Who's here? Who? The arcs are starting up suddenly.
And
Cassie, calm
Zachiel will actually appear to you wingless. She looks like she is trying to appear mortal.
Cass is scooting back really fast.
Cassie, calm down. Zach's nice.
It's okay for me to be here, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you're fine.
I've not been yelled at by a god in a long time.
Yeah, well, she was kind of mad with what they did to somebody important to us. So, and I don't blame her. But I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at everybody upstairs that made that decision. So that's different. But anyway, you can come through. I know you like to go through the trees, so I figured, if you could come.
If that's okay with you.
I wouldn't have invited you.
I think her words were, "We've invited you." So
Okay, thank you. As long as it's known that I'm invited here.
I prayed to her to let her know to leave you alone.
Okay, good.
You're okay. I'm not gonna let you get hurt. You're my friend, remember?
Zachiel and Cass are acting very similar. They must be siblings.
Are you okay? Cassiopeia, right?
Cass,
I'm not gonna
Cass
hurt you.
rears And our eyes just suddenly lock onto Zachiel.
I don't think she is okay.
I'm not dangerous. I don't think I could be dangerous towards you.
You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. It's okay. Amy, Cass. She's not tattling on me. It's fine. She's a good person. You didn't tattle on me, right?
I mean, what is there to tattle on?
Yeah, see, she's perfect. We like her. And Raz said
Down the rage right now.
Raz said Zach was one of the good ones, so we can trust
Huh?
Zach.
We're all good ones.
Huh? No,
What?
but you're like the especially good ones.
Okay, I'll take that.
I will open up the trees.
Okay.
Just imagining peeling the bark open now.
Make my little archway.
Screaming tree. If you could speak plant.
Right, so you open up the archway, and Sekio is immediately sort of, heading for it. And you can hear her going, "Hey, this is like the unicorns do," before she suddenly sort of vanishes from your sight within that archway as a white blur seems to tackle her.
What's the white blur?
Perception checks, everybody, because it is very much a blur.
Is it literally a unicorn?
That's why we're making perception checks.
All right, you know what? I'm not really good at perception, so I'm gonna.
Don't worry, neither am I.
I'm spending my inspiration because you know what? This stuff. And you know what? I might use my wheel dice. I'm gonna use my wheel dice on myself, and I'm gonna use a woe dice on Archie.
So how much we're taking off of a perfect roll?
All right, I got one more. I'm taking 2 off Archie.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's all over 27.
Right, well, so DC 10, just so you know, and for people that just burn stuff.
Yeah, but I don't care. I'm using my wheel.
Yeah, that's a unicorn. And you just hear her, not particularly fearfully, more just startled, going, "Mariel, no!" Before she just seems to vanish off into the Feywild.
Did you say Mariel?
Yeah.
No, I just asked it to the group.
I think she said Mariel, and that was a unicorn, right?
Is she okay? Shit, we can go through
Yeah.
this.
So
Fuck,
are
we
you
gotta
guys?
go, we gotta go. Push the car. I'm gonna yell as we go.
So you'll rush
Wait,
on
did it
through.
tackle her on the outside or did it tackle her on the inside?
It was basically within the little tunnelway you step through.
Oh, she got
So-
ripped right into the Feywild.
So we just found out that there's the empty has who knows what, and dead unicorns go to the trees.
Out of character, a unicorn may have just gone. Angel in the Feywild must eject.
Security!
I'm going to pray briefly. Mariel, I don't know who you are, but you took my friend away. We were walking into the tree. Please don't hurt them. Also, Zachiel, I hope you're okay.
Distant yelling of, "I'm okay."
This is fun.
Oh, okay.
I'm
so yeah.
riding the unicorn.
Poor baby just got like rammed is all I could think of. Just boom.
Was it horn tip first?
No, it was not Haunted at first. It was more of a shoulder barge.
All right.
Right, and yeah, you're all back in Dovwood.
Yeah.
Hey, Talday.
Letting go of her rage.
I don't think Telday's immediately at the tree.
No, he's probably not.
Well, he didn't have anything to do, so he probably just stood there.
He was babysitting.
He was
Oh, yeah,
taking
that's
care
right.
of-
He was
Yeah.
taking care of the animals.
Fuzzballs and
I
chickens.
would say that I assume that a very special dog is watering the plants, although they don't require it so much.
In fact, do you want to have taken Pharrell on a walk around here?
Yes.
Yeah, so in fact, yes, you can hide Telday because there's Telday with Pharrell, who is currently sort of just digging idly in the dirt. Thankfully, not in the bushes, not in the roses.
Dear Ilan, I am very sorry about what just happened to Zachiel.
I mean, technically,
I am-
aren't the
I
unicorns
am
part
sorry
of
that
Dylan
all
too?
of the magic that I use causes you and yours grief. I am considering swearing it off entirely.
Don't we know? Aren't the unicorns connected, Dylan?
I know, but
Okay.
I literally opened up the door.
That just makes it funnier.
Funny, as you're
Dylan's
praying,
technically-
after a few moments, there is that sound of rustling wings again, and a rather dishevelled-looking Sakiel appears before you.
Guten Tag, Tilde.
Ah, right.
So no horn tip, right?
What? No.
Are you okay?
Startled.
You didn't get to go through. That's sad.
I mean, I got to go in, which was a no-no. Was a no-no. Yep, that's definitely the Feywild. Not supposed to go in there.
Oh, well, at least you got back out okay.
Yes, she made sure of that.
I mean, it's kind of like traveling through, right?
I tried
It's-
to, I tried
the
to
control,
pray at
right?
them, but I didn't quite get the name. But I tried to be like, "Hey, stop!"
Are they just the guardians of the Feywild to prevent you all from entering, but you're all at the same ilk?
Not just us. They just basically supposed to be guarding in general. She's Mario. She
Takes her job very seriously.
yeah. Could have asked.
Does she know that you were with me now?
No, she didn't even stop to talk to me.
She just jetted you out.
Yes.
Rude.
Oh.
Could have jetted me through the other side of the arch. I wasn't going to be there long.
You're going from one side to the other. Well, I wonder why she's all hyped up.
I don't know.
I guess it's the similar effect that I do. It's just that's a little bit shorter and more direct.
Wait, you can do that as well?
You don't
Not in so many words.
No, no. What he does is much worse.
Oh, yeah, you're the dead walker, right.
And he
Yes.
takes people through the dead place. It's not okay. Very gross.
All right. Okay, well,
It was nice seeing you. Sorry.
thank you.
We'll leave you alone. I'm
Well,
sorry.
No, I appreciate it. I like you.
You also like being tackled by a unicorn?
No, not so much that part.
Every time I see a unicorn, something traumatic happens. I'm starting to get sad about them.
You seem more... Don't... That... Not nice.
What?
They're... mean.
Well, I mean, we saw one like on the river, like south of here, when there was the weird thing going on where they were like siphoning the Fae and putting them in the things,
North.
and it was like chasing the weird rips, and there were a bunch of displacer beasts chasing it, and it was like down south on the river from here, and then when we were in like Swindon and everything was going weird, there was one locked in a room, and it was named Mithandil.
Mifendil?
Yeah, Mithandil.
No, Mifendil's okay as far as unicorns go.
They were pretty talkative and nice.
Just don't get them on a bad mood.
Well, apparently they're angry, stompy horses, and I'm gonna recategorize them in my brain.
Does that just mean you're gonna start bringing them apples when we go?
No, horses.
Just throw an
are to be
apple
avoided.
into the
Everyone avoids
portal. I'm
horses.
sure
Okay,
nothing
well,
bad can happen from that.
I'm gonna go. But thank you for inviting me.
Yep. Sorry. Goodbye. Stay safe.
Yeah, all of you as well.
Bye forever.
Wave.
And she's gone.
Turning to Cass, take your book and read it.
Liz barking at you, Carrick.
I was gonna rock for Taldea. I'll take for Elf. Thank you. Thank you for watching him while we were gone.
He excreted fluids multiple times.
Yes, he does that.
And sometimes he just lifted his leg for no reason.
He does
Well, it
that
was a
too.
fairly uneventful trip. We got our house. I think everything went pretty good. Got the money. We can regroup and
Uneventful.
figure out who. Yeah. Well, I mean, other than the fact that the
Telly's
lovely
pointing
people
at
here
her
got
ring as if
married.
yes.
Yeah, two lovely people just got married. I'm saying the rest of the trip, the in-town part.
We're not married yet.
Oh, we basically are married.
Wait, but the marriage, you put the ring on, that's married, right?
Yeah, you put the ring on. You
Was that
kiss-
care?
Yeah.
You kissed and you hugged. That's pretty much the thing.
Oh yeah, really uneventful.
Yeah, see?
They had not done that yet?
Aside from trying.
Well, I think they've kissed and hugged and a few bits more, but
Uneventful. Very uneventful.
Uneventful?
Cass is wandering off.
I'm in sight.
Cass,
Wait, you need to
Cass.
figure. All right, so Corvus and Tilde and who else? Maybe
Cass is coordinating.
Carrick.
Blah 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 blah.
Corvus, Tilde, Carrick should probably be the ones to go into the Lander estate to go look for stuff.
Yes.
Good idea.
I mean, I could go, but
What does that insight give me on Cass?
I mean, I guess.
Oh, it was a horrible time.
It's very obvious.
Carrick could probably be able to do just about everything I can do. I mean, I'm pretty much the entire safe realm of my magic right now is transporting you back and forth to the Winden.
Yes, they can do that, and we're going to go have a nice meal and spend some time together.
Yep. So goodbye, everybody.
Corvus, what happened to Cass?
Well, we got her book.
Oh, did she meet that scribe again?
She met the scribe. We met Lady Gentle.
I wonder if it's a bad move.
I humored Lady Gentle on her requests for experimentation. We conducted experiments. Cass was in part of that, so we time traveled, and we had an incident in the empty, and all is well. I do have to find myself a mirror.
Wait, you time traveled?
Yes.
Carrick, could you do me a favor?
Yes.
And where's Lady?
I'm gonna very carefully take a small vial out of my pocket and hold it out to Carrick. Could you please take this, uncork it, and force it down Corvus's throat?
That sounds like something RG would be better at.
All right, RG, would you please take this?
What are you doing?
Archie will. It'll
probably go from dinky to regular, I'm assuming.
He will step back and draw his rapier.
Take your medicine.
What is it?
It's a magical potion.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it just resized. It probably is.
It is a magical potion. It just resized.
Although you did mention him.
You can either drink it by choice, or I'm pretty damn sure I can make you drink it.
Whatever it is, wouldn't it take it?
I don't
fine,
think
just
we're
give-
going to make anyone drink anything, Kira actually says, eyeing RG and looking down at Gifton in confusion.
You tell me what that is, and I may consider it.
Oh, it's a potion of diminutization. I was going to make you half your height for a couple minutes. It'd be funny. Think you're getting too big for your britches. Give me that back, RG. I'll use it for something later.
He will put his rapier back in the sheath.
Why were you time traveling? We can't decide it's not the best yet.
We don't know if it's not the best. We are figuring that out.
How are you figuring that out?
By experimentation.
So I'm going to guess by how Cass was acting that something didn't go right on the experimenting.
No, it appears that an injury from the empty affected me again, and I may have gone unconscious and left a portal open, and Cass tried to retrieve it or send it away. She stuck her head in the empty. She almost was drowned, blasted it, and woke me up.
So your wound is affecting you in the empty.
That's why I need to find a mirror.
I'm going to pull a mirror out of the haversack.
I have a mirror as well, but I'm looking it out.
I'm just glad you took Cass with you.
I did it at the direction of Gifted.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad.
Yes.
Wait.
Because if your wound is causing you issues and you lose consciousness in the empty, that could be very bad.
That's why I'm going to look at it. I can't see the back of my shoulder. So if one of you could kindly hold that up, he will pull down his shoulder and look at the mirror to his shoulder.
I'll hold the mirror.
There's that sort of red line of a sort of barely healed wound.
How long ago was this again?
Day or two
Couple
now?
weeks.
Yeah, it might be a couple weeks, yeah. It was a couple weeks. Actually, no, it would have been about 5 days because because you were at Wintercroft when this happened, so it'd be about 3 or 4 days. So yeah, it's not that long.
About
Yeah.
3 or 4 days. In
Coupled with
Wintercroft.
magical healing and such, it's not uncommon for that kind of appearance.
I was gonna see as if it was healed as much as it should
It looks
be, or if it
appropriate.
wasn't. Okay. I don't see anything unusual.
Shift the mirror a little to the left.
Okay.
Corvus, you see a flat plane on the mirror.
I can't fucking see reflections.
You're a reverse vampire. Oh no, you are a vampire.
It seems that your eyes are causing several problems for your ability to discern basic things.
Just as a curiosity, can I see him in the mirror?
What, hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like okay. He does have a reflection. Just as a precaution. Just making sure it actually is his eyes. I don't see anything unusual. I guess we could try more magical means after we check Landor.
He'll pull his coat back up. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Make sure she reads this damn book, and he's just holding it out.
Cass had the book.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you
I
take
handed
it.
it back to her, and she took it.
I didn't hear you take it. That's why I said that. So, okay. Redacted.
Talde, will
retracted.
you go back with Karen, Gifton, and Pharrell, where you go check out the mansion?
I believe that I must
Talde should go with
to
them,
the
right?
mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell-
I think
tell ya.
honest.
Oh, Talia.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell you, why don't you come back with us?
Okay, be careful, okay?
Yeah.
We will.
The group of you have a good time.
You get a big kiss, Carrick. Oh no, she's stealing your man.
Karen, tell you no. Gifton's angry. Gifton divine smite.
This is where she finds out she can't find somebody anymore. Oh no.
Right. Okay, and so who is going to the estate?
Corvus.
Corvus
Carrick.
Hilde.
Corvus, Carrick, and Telde. Okay. Alright, so Corvus, Carrick, and Telde head towards the estate. Well, frankly, you all walk together for a good part of it. But then you split off once you hit the estate grounds. Some of you heading back to the King's Mercy, and some of you heading into the manor.
Do we get to see the Landor map again?
No.
Oh.
God, I forgot. I keep forgetting that.
And as you head into the manor, elsewhere, within the library of Wyndon, a jagged tear opens, and out steps Corvus, brushing off his outfit, sheathing a rapier, and just adjusting his collar before he walks on out. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Yep. That's fair.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Everyone take 3,000 XP.
Oh, Mega Corvus exists.
And we will do this same time next week.
You mean the Dreambird?